oh boy, does it feel good to be back. We got Knicks basketball, we got Knicks action here this afternoon, 12 o'clock start time. We are all the way out there in Saudi Arabia, but you know what? Basketball is basketball. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Back like we never left. Back like we never left. What's poppin', everybody? We are here once again for Knicks basketball. Back again after a long summer. We are back. It's been a while. Last time we saw each other was during the Summer League action. And Summer League was cool. It was fine. It was interesting. We got to test drive a little bit of a new setting. And we're going to continue to test drive a little bit of a new setting here during preseason action. Had some technical difficulties. We were supposed to be live about 10 minutes ago. Had some technical difficulties. Had to sort that out. So we're going to be going through a whole lot during this preseason action. We're getting it started. It's a beautiful thing that the Knicks get us started, right? The Knicks versus the 76ers are the first game here during preseason. We are opening up the NBA. Maybe not officially NBA opening week. We don't get the first game like we did last year. We got to wait an extra day. But we will be live for all these games, of course. And of course, we're going live for every single Knicks game. Every single one of them. Now, we got a little bit, if y'all weren't here during Summer League, and you were here last year, a little bit of a different setup. We got the green screen going on this season. You know, I like to switch it up year after year, do something different, have a different background, have a different sort of setup, sort of different style. So this year, we're going to rock out with the green screen. We're going to see how it goes. If anything, and we want to pull the green screen back and get the setting that we had from last year, we can do that. But as of right now, we're going to test out the green screen, see how much we like it, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have a situation where we do both. And we'll have the green screen out. We can go back to the old setting. We can do a lot of different things the way it's currently set up right now. But the reason why we go live a little bit earlier, and we're going to do this all season long because I put in the work to actually do this, is because of this right here. We actually have some player graphics to go over this season so we could officially have a little mini pre-game discussion about what's going on in this game here tonight and what to look out for, who to look out for, give a little bit of context as to what's going on as the season goes on. These numbers will obviously change. What is posted here right now are last season's averages and some context, just something I wrote up real quick, but the context is there specifically to talk about as the season goes on. Are they playing well? Are they in a slump? Are they having a career year? Are they having a career down year? What's going on with them? Add a little bit of context to the numbers that we're looking at because obviously numbers don't tell the whole story. We got to be able to add the context in. Maybe we could also add in some extra statistical things that we don't have. We just have the very basic points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, turnovers, and then shooting percentages across the board. So we can go over a whole lot. So we're going to start with our boy, Jalen Brunson. We got about 15 minutes until the game starts, probably 20 minutes until tip-off. So we can go over a little bit. And Jalen Brunson's not the only guy. The New York Knicks are not the only team we'll be going over. Obviously, the Knicks are playing the Philadelphia 76ers tonight, so we will be going over both Knicks players and 76ers players and sort of get a vibe as to what we're going to see tonight. Now, tonight is a preseason game, so we're not going to see a whole lot. Both of these teams are going to kind of be running some new sets, some new stuff, specifically the Knicks with Mike Brown as the new head coach. We're going to get to see a whole different Knicks team with Tom Thibodeau gone. And salute Tom Thibodeau. Welcome aboard, Mike Brown. We are officially on the way of the Mike Brown era. Can he be the guy to lead us to a championship? Because Lord knows, we're right there. We're right there, especially in a weakened East with Indiana and Boston likely to take a step back without their star players around this season. But we as in the New York Knicks, have an opportunity to take advantage of what's going on right now. Now, that's not to say it's ours for it's definitely going to be ours this season because Cleveland's still there. And whatever we may think about Cleveland, about they may be soft or not playoff performers or whatever, Cleveland's still there. They're still a great team. As well as Atlanta taking a step up. Don't sleep on Atlanta. Orlando getting a lot of notoriety. about them taking a step up as well. So it's going to be a whole lot going on this year of new teams rising and being like, oh, snap, we really got to look out for Atlanta. Oh, snap. Maybe a team comes out of nowhere. Maybe this Philadelphia team is actually healthy this year, and they may be a problem with a healthy Embiid, a healthy Paul George, Tyrese Maxey taking a step up, Jared McCain coming back. I know he got hurt again. Not going to start the year off healthy, but maybe they get McCain back, and then all of a sudden it gels, and then at the end of the year, it's like, now we got to go through Philly again? Cool. Right? So there's a lot to go on this year. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot of basketball that's going to be happening. That's not even to mention the bloodbath that is going to be the Western Conference with OKC and Denver and all of that. But we'll get to it. So let's start here tonight with our game, the New York Knicks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to start with El Capitan, Jalen Brunson, Villanova 6'2", we know. 26 a game last year, 7.3 assists. People saying he's not much of a passer. You don't sleepwalk into 7.3 assists. I know he handled the ball a little too much, but you don't sleepwalk yourself into 7.3 assists. Also 2.5 turnovers. It's a very low turnover number for a point guard who handles the ball as much as Jalen Brunson does, who had as much on his shoulders as he did last year. Daniel Tilson Susan was popping. Jonathan Martinez, of course, happy to see you guys. Let's get to it. Only 3 rebounds, that's fine. He's a small point guard. Not really too concerned about that because Towns, and now with Mitch back, and now you got Yabusele, and we'll get to those guys. They're going to be snatching up rebounds left and right. Defensively, bit of a struggle for JB. We know this, but look at the shooting percentage. 48.8% from the floor for an undersized guard like JB, who's not explosively, not super explosive, not super quick, still able to get to his spots. Tough shot maker. You love to see it. 48.8%, damn near 50% for a small guard like him is incredible. 38.3% from three-point range. That was mostly off the dribble. If you guys have listened to anything Mike Brown has said so far this year, he's talked about how we're going to get Jalen Brunson off the ball. We're going to use him a little bit like how Golden State has used Steph Curry. Run him off a million screens because he's a knockdown three-point shooter. If we can get him space, and even if it's not to shoot the three, get him space where now the defense is attacking, and then JB with his excellent footwork and decision-making and ball handling, boom, boom, can attack a defender that's off balance, out of position now, and then start drawing more fouls, start getting easier shots, start breaking down the defense a little bit easier, get him off the ball so he's not taking a beating, having to go one-on-one against All-Star Thompson all game long, having to go one-on-one against Dyson Daniels all game long, right? These great defenders that they're throwing on him, So that's JB. We know JB. You want to add a little bit of context to it. Brunson is an unstoppable offensive force. Unstoppable offensive force. His downside comes when he takes a matchup personally. It turns him from a score-first point guard to a ball hog, shot-hunting foul baiter. And that is the worst of Jalen Brunson. And sometimes, in these high-profile games, Jalen Brunson could take the matchup a little bit personally, and then that's where the reputation of, oh, this guy's just a foul baiter. He just leans into the contact, and he's trying to draw fouls all game long, and it sucks to watch it. That's where the reputation comes from. Because he's going up against the nationally televised game against the Atlanta Hawks, and Dyson Daniels is hounding him, and Jalen Brunson taking that matchup personally. He's like, screw it, I'm going to go one-on-one, I'm going to cook him, right? And sure, JB can do that, but that's not really what's going to help us win the basketball game. These are all things we know. We know this, right? We know this. Karl Anthony Towns, year 2 in New York for big Karl Anthony Towns. 24 a game last year, damn near 13 rebounds a game, 3.1 assists. Like to see that number rise up just a little bit for Big Cat, the big bodega. A steal, less than a block. Like that number to be a little bit higher, just a smidge, get at least one a game. Not the biggest thing in the world, at least be a contestant at the rim. 0.7 blocks, not great for a starting center, and we'll see, maybe he may not be the starting center this year. He may be the starting power forward this year, but we'll see where Mike Brown goes. 2.7 turnovers per game. As a hub, not terrible. As a big man, not what you want to see, but not terrible as a hub. Over 50% from the field, over 80% from the foul line, over 40% from three-point range, but we've got to find a way to get him easier shots, which Tom Thibodeau very much failed to do last year. We'll see if Mike Brown has any better luck. Any context for Karl Anthony Towns? A supremely confident offensive ability, but it can lead him to some baffling decisions and turnovers, or committing dumb offensive fouls, which we had a whole year of going through it last year. We talked about it a million times, right? So if he can calm it down, we can simplify the game for him, especially offensively. We could see him in a lot less foul trouble. Our guy, the dog, OG Anunoby, Indiana, 6'7". They have him listed as 6'7". I think he's closer to 6'8". OG Anunoby. OG is the litmus test for the Knicks. When OG's playing well, particularly on the defensive end, the Knicks are capable of beating any team in the league. Right? When he's locked in, the the Knicks tend to be locked in. When he's got it going, the Knicks tend to have it going. When he's playing well, the Knicks are playing well. He's the litmus test for the Knicks. If OG Anunoby's having a nightmare game, it's likely the Knicks are really going to struggle that night. Not to say that they still can't beat teams, right? But he's the litmus test. If he's not playing well, it's likely the rest of the team is also not playing well. So we got to make sure we keep OG involved. Got to make sure we keep him fresh and rested, so he doesn't wear down as the season goes on, because we know he has a history of injuries at the wrong time. Mikal Bridges, the prodigal son. Maybe the lightning rod that may have gotten Tom Thibodeau fired. Mikal Bridges coming off a pretty disappointing season in his career for his Knicks debut season last year with the New York Knicks. 6'6", they have him listed 6'6". He's probably closer to 6'7" with the long wingspan. He feels even taller than that, but he still averaged 17.5 points per game last year, which is, you look back on it and you're like, felt more like 12 or 13 for Mikal Bridges, but averaged about 17.5 points per game last year, which is still pretty impressive. 50% from the field, felt worse, but that number right here, this number, 35.4 from three-point range, is not what you want to see from Mikal Bridges when he is sort of advertised as the prototypical 3-and-D guy you want coming to the team. A little bit of context from Mikal's season last year. He's the Knicks wild card. If Mikal's got it going, if he's locked in that night, if he's feeling himself defensively, boy, oh boy, are the Knicks damn near a perfect team, right? Because you have him as the on-ball defender, chasing guys around, being disrupted defensively. It amplifies OG Anunoby's defense. It hides some of Jalen Brunson's defense. It helps out Karl-Anthony Towns and his struggles defensively. And so just by having him locked in defensively, he's the wild card. He's the wild card because it can raise everybody else's game. Then we got the chaos engine, Josh Hart. You gotta love him. He's a chaos engine. The good, the bad, the ugly, the disgusting, the despicable, the glorious, the how did he get that rebound? How did he get that ball? It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. 13.6 points per game last year. He had a career year last year. 9.6 rebounds, insane for 6'4" shooting guard essentially. Josh Hart, we know, struggles here, shooting the ball, 33.3% from three-point range, and that doesn't even take into account that it's on very low volume for a guard, right? Very low volume. And so low volume, low percentage equals anti-spacer. Now, there are ways to use someone of Josh Hart's caliber as an anti-spacer. You use him as an off-ball screener or a screener in general all around the court. Not just an on-ball screener, but an off-ball screener makes you very dangerous. Now, is Josh Hart going to be a starter? We will have to see. I'm not even going to go off of what Mike Brown does here tonight. He may start Josh Hart, and then the next game he may start Mitchell Robinson, and then in another game he may start Yabusele or McBride, and he may just throw some stuff out there, and then even during the regular season. He's not as beholden to a lineup the way Tom Thibodeau is, which is why I don't think it's that big of a discussion anymore. It was a bigger discussion when Tom Thibodeau was in charge, maybe not so much with Mike Brown, but we're going to have to wait and see on Mike Brown. Can't make too quick of a judgment on what he's going to do. So Josh Hart is the chaos engine. The Knicks find success when he can solely focus on the things he does well. Rebounding, pushing the pace, being disruptive. And when you ask him to be a ball handler and a distributor and an on-ball guy and making a play and a screen setter, and it's like he can do those things, but those aren't the things he does well. Have him on the court to do the things Josh Hart does well, right? Also, 6 assists per game is pretty wild, pretty wild. He was a triple-double machine last year, as close as the Knicks have ever had to a triple-double machine. My guy, Big Mitchy Mitch, fully healthy to start the year. That's not always a good thing because he's got a full season to get through while being fully healthy. Hopefully this is the year because boy, oh boy, do we need him. Were they much better last year when Mitchell Robinson came back and helped this team make it as far as they did last year. They don't make it as far as they do if Mitchell Robinson doesn't come back and have the kind of impact that he had, right? And you look at the stats from last year, again, came back from injury, only played a couple of games, 5.1 points, 5.9 rebounds. We know what he does, but 0.9 steals, 1.1 blocks, fantastic. Free throw percentage, it says 68.4. It says 68.4, but that's not always representative of where he was. Again, only played a couple of what was it, like 20-ish games to end the year. So free throw percentage was higher, and we know what happened in the playoffs. Wasn't great. Has yet to take a three-point shot in his career. Let's get that three-point shot going, brother. Let's get a three going this season. I mean, he's so dominant He's so dominant defensively and on the offensive glass that he becomes a scouting report onto himself. Like, you have to have two people boxing him out. You have to be cognizant of where he is when he's playing defense. You don't want him in the action. He's a fantastic pick and roll defender. And so Mitchell Robinson, we'll see if he's going to be a starter if he comes in early. Again, not the biggest deal who starts and whatnot, but it's a question coming into the season because it was such a huge question last year with Tom Thibodeau. But we'll see. We know what Mitch is made of. Can't wait to see him back fully healthy. Hopefully he has a fantastic year this year. We got Deuce McBride here. Limited bench card for 6 seasons playing with another ball handler. 6'1", small size. I mean, if this guy was 6'3", 6'4", definite starter. Size limits him because it limits the type of players he can defend. He's a fantastic defender. He plays hard, all of the things. Fantastic three-point shooter. 37% last year was a down year shooting, right? So expecting that to be a little bit higher. And again, maybe a more impactful role. But we'll see because the Knicks did revamp. They picked up not just Jordan Clarkson, Malcolm Brogdon. Now, obviously, the Knicks have to make a decision on who's going to make the team. It sounds like Malcolm Brogdon, who has a non-guaranteed contract right now, will make the team. But I'm expecting Deuce McBride to have a bigger, more impactful season than he had last year. But time will tell. Time will tell. We have Jordan Clarkson, the newest Knick, one of the newest Knicks on the team. 16.2 points per game last year, a former sixth man of the year. He's a bucket getter. He is chaotic. He is Nick Yak. What's up, Yak? Happy to see you. Did you take opening preseason day off? Opening preseason day? What do you mean? We're here. We're here, baby. Opening preseason day is today. We're back. Back like we never left. Jordan Clarkson, absolute bucket getter. He is campaign on steroids. He's going to have some nights where we're like, get Jordan Clarkson out of the game. He is destroying us. He's taking some wild shots. Now, had not some down years, but look, 40% from the field for a guard, under 80% from the foul line. It's about 80% from the foul line. 36% from three-point range. He's a better shooter than these numbers suggest, but he was playing on a tanking Utah Jazz team who does not prioritize winning. They obviously want to tank for high draft picks. Hasn't worked out for them. It's been disgusting the way that team has been managed. And so getting him out of there, getting him with an organization getting him in an organization that's actually looking to win basketball games could possibly lead him to having a much better season, especially with these percentages. These percentages need to go up. From real work, yeah, actually, we did take the day off. We did take the day off from real work to get this preseason game in. We will also be live on Saturday, 11 a.m. game. Gershon Yabusele. Real quick, this is my favorite offseason acquisition that the Knicks had. My man, Big Gersh, the dancing bear, 6'8", from France, and we got to get it going because the game's about to start. 11 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 2.1 assists. He's a little bit of a do-it-all. He can shoot the 38% from the field. Can't wait to see the way he fits in on this team. And we got to get to Philly real quick. We'll run it. Joel Embiid, he's not playing. I'm pretty sure he's not playing, so we don't have to go through it too deeply. We know what he's capable of, MVP-level player. But goddamn, can he get on the court and play? We're going to be saying that a lot about a lot of guys here. We got Tyrese Maxey, the star of the team. Big Tyrese, out of Kentucky. Career year last year, 26% from 26 points per game. But the percentages took a hit, not being able to play alongside the star Joel Embiid, the big man, to get him some easy baskets. It's going to be rough for Tyrese Maxey yet again if Joel Embiid misses large portions of this season again, because he's an undersized guard who's not playing with too much talent, and we'll see if Paul George, speaking of, is going to be able to provide him any kind of help because he was MIA last year. Where were you, Podcast P? Where were you, brother? You got to be NBA player, Paul George, not podcast Paul George, right? Paul George, we know him, former star. Not sure he's that anymore. He averaged 16.2 points per game last year in a season where Joel Embiid missed majority of the year. Like, this should be way closer to 20 than 16. That's way too low for a team that was really, really, really relying on you. And you didn't come through. 36% from three-point range, 43% from the field. Boy, oh boy, was it a down year for him. Stephen Fox, what's up, Stephen? Edgecombe is a stud. We're going to have to see how his NBA career goes, but what was he, the third overall pick, Edgecombe? I really like Edgecombe. I can't wait to watch his season go. But the way Philly's going, we'll see. We'll see. I think he's a stud as well. I like Edgecombe a lot. Little Dwayne Wade in him. Jared McCain, similar to Joel Embiid, is hurt yet again to start the year. So we're not going to go through over it too much because he missed a large portion of last year as well. But my goodness, is this kid super talented. Him and Tyrese Maxey in the backcourt, kind of a weird mix, but didn't get to see a whole lot of it. Maybe it could work out. Or maybe they build up the value of one of those two guys, trade them off, and then they build without Embiid or Maxey or McCain or whatever. It is a weird situation, but they are just sort of in a position of acquiring talent because their talent is consistently hurt. Mr. Sports, what's up, Mr. Sports? Yak said, Clarkson last year, 40% shooting, 1.5 assists to turnover is two horrible numbers. Absolutely. Horrendous. Despicable. Again, you're hoping that the Utah thing of him being on a team because you don't know what the directive was from the organization. With Jordan Clarkson, the directive could have been, hey, look, man, we're going to try and trade you. So get out there. Just do whatever you want. We're not looking to win this basketball game anyway, right? Chuck up shots all you want. That's essentially what he's been doing the last 2 or 3 years with the Utah Jazz. So hopefully, again, his decision-making is going to have to be better with the Knicks in order to garner playing time over guys like Deuce McBride. And now that Malcolm Brogdon is here, also going to have to be he's also going to have to be a better decision-maker with those two guys as other options, right? He's going to lose out minutes to those guys. He's on a veteran's minimum, so it's not like the Knicks had a ton of investment in him. David Osh Jr., what's up, David? Happy to see you, brother. We're back. And again, Jared McCain, he's going to miss the start of the year with another injury. This Philadelphia team is cursed. Andre Drummond is back. He's back with Philly. I mean, he's a rebounding monster. He is getting up there in age. I should probably put age and season that they're here. They've been in the league. The season that they're in the league. How many years they've been in the league. Because that's important context. Maybe we could just slide that into context. We're going to be learning as the season goes on. Things are going to shift and adjust and change and whatnot. But Drummond, still productive. But with, he's a backup big. And with no Joel Embiid to start the year, he's going to be thrust in a situation where he's going to have to be a starting big again, which I don't think he's really there anymore. Yak said, I don't want to lose Paco or Kolek for either Shamit or Clarkson. Well, Clarkson's on the team. He's on a veteran's minimum. He's got a guaranteed contract. The two people who are questionable is Shamit and Brogdon. They have unguaranteed contracts that the Knicks reportedly very much want to make guaranteed. And in order to do that, they have to trade one of the young guys. And it's between Dadier, Kolek, Hugporty. I think they really like Hugporty. I think he's safe. It's going to be between Dadier and Kolek. I'd like to see Kolek go. I'm good on Kolek. Older rookie. I think he's all right. I don't know. I think he could be a solid backup guard in the league at some point. It's not going to be with the Knicks. At least it doesn't seem so. And after a very disappointing summer league, I don't know how much the Knicks are invested in him. Is Mitchell Robinson starting? We'll get to it. I think Big Mitch is starting, baby. Okay, Big Mitch. I think Big Mitch is starting. We're going to get to the game in a second here. But Andre Drummond, not much of a starting center anymore. Kelly Oubre. We know Kelly Oubre, slasher, limited three-point shooter, 29 under 30% last year. It's rough. But again, he's the kind of guy who's going to thrive playing off of other stars. And with two of the stars mainly out last year between Embiid and Paul George, Kelly Oubre really struggled to kind of find a spot. I still averaged 15 a game. More of a slasher again. 47% from the field is not bad for him. But, he's a wild card for them. When he's playing well, Philly's playing well. Because he can just sort of add on to everything. You got Justin Edwards, a guy who is likely going to be a Kelly Oubre replacement. Justin Edwards had a solid year last year. We're getting to the game, so we're going to real quick. Last one, VJ Edgecombe, a rookie. He's got no stats to go over, but boy, oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this young kid play. I believe he was a third overall pick last year. 6'5", guard-wing kind of combo. He's fantastic. Slasher, questionable outside shooter. We'll see how that works out with Philly and the way they play, but expect him to get heavy minutes, especially with Jared McCain out, right? Especially with Jared McCain out. Yak said Kolek will play great today. We said that a whole lot during the summer league, and he let us down time and time again. He had one good performance. It's so funny. They have the two team captains come out to speak in front of the Saudi Arabia audience, obviously. right? You say welcome and thank you and all of that. And we're going to put on a great show for you, all of that, right? All that jazz. They have the two captains come out. So they had Jalen Brunson go out there, and Philly sent out Embiid and Kyle Lowry. Yak said Pacom is starting? No Hart or OG in the starting lineup. Cool. Great to know. This is preseason. Don't expect everybody to play on a night-to-night basis, especially now with a new coach who is going to prioritize resting a lot more than Tom Thibodeau ever did. Is that a good thing? Maybe. We don't know. Starting for the 76ers, Maxey, Oubre, Dominic Barlow, Adembona, and Valdez Edgecombe. Okay, just say VJ. Don't say Valdez. Just say VJ. VJ Edgecombe. I didn't know that was his name. And here we go. Here we go, y'all. So Pacom is starting. We got Dadier, Brunson, Robinson. I didn't see the other two. Towns is starting and Bridges is starting, I assume. Pacom is starting. This is weird. This is very weird because is he starting because the Knicks really like Pacom Dadier and he's been impressive? Or is he starting because they want to show off that he's a good, capable player and they're going to look to trade him? I would very much lose my mind if they traded Pacom Dadier, but that's just me. That's just me. All right, here we go. Getting ready for the tip-off, y'all. Here we go. Susan, the Curry brothers are playing together this season. Yes, they are. Golden State just signed Seth Curry to a one-year deal. Getting his brother a little bit of something to go. And the Knicks win the tip, and we are off and running. JB's bringing it down. Here, oh, man, I didn't reset the timer. It's still on 10 minutes. It's still on 10 minutes. We'll adjust it in a second. Or maybe we'll just wait till we catch up. Bridges has it up top, being guarded by Edgecombe. Coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Cross-court pass. Dadier catches, pump fakes, driving to his right along the baseline. Gets caught in the air. Almost throws it away. Bridges saves it in the left corner. And he was out of bounds. Or Dadier was out of bounds when he caught it. So it's a turnover. It is a turnover. See Tyler? What's up? See Tyler? We back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. Back like we never left. Kelly Oubre has it up top, being guarded by Dadier. And they call an offensive foul on Adembona with an illegal screen. Okay. Yak said they're not trading him? I don't know, Yak. I'd love to believe that. But everything so far is, look, when you're competing for a championship, they're going to trade you. If you are not going to immediately contribute to the championship, you will be traded. You will be traded, no questions asked. So Bridges, cross-court over to Dadier. Quick catch fire to the right wing. Well short. Robinson got his fingertips on him, but can't hold on to it. Hit-ahead home run pass from Edgecombe, the rookie. Hit ahead to Oubre. And Oubre ends up getting chased down, fouled by Bridges. Bridges saves the layup, but it's going to send Oubre to the foul line for 2 free throws. That's kind of a clean block. Maybe he got him on the head a little bit. Kind of a clean block, though. I'm going to have to play around a little bit with how I want the scoreboard to look, where I want it, all of these things. We're going to put it right here for now. We got 11:04 to go. We're off and running. Bridges bringing it down. Oubre, did he split the free throws? What happened there? And then Oubre comes up with a steal on Bridges in the backcourt, hit ahead to Maxey. Maxey to the rim, gets the layup to go. So it's 3-0 to start. And they call a travel on the I almost said on the rookie. On Pacom Dadier, the second-year player. They call the travel on Dadier off the inbound. The Knicks were quickly trying to get it going. Dadier travels with it. They get it over to Edgecombe up top, being guarded by Brunson. Swings it over to Maxey, being chased by Bridges. Back over to Edgecombe. Can the rookie make a perimeter shot? Way off. Hit the backboard first. Dadier with the long rebound. Hit ahead to Towns. Towns on the right wing, bringing it down. Back up top to Dadier. Dadier gets it over to Robinson. Robinson has it up top. Big Mitch holding on to it. Tries to hit Brunson, come back door. Awkward pass. Barely gets to it. Robinson fighting for the rebound. Saves it. Dadier reverse layup. Gets it to go. And one for Paco Dadier. We're on the board. The rookie was there. Crashing the glass. Playing hard. Okay. The rookie. I said it again. The rookie. He's not a rookie anymore. My bad. My bad. Susan said, really like the new setup, Chefy. I appreciate you, Susan. Thank you very much. Putting a lot of work into how everything's going to look this year. And it's going to be a constant adjustment as the season goes on. Something I do need, though. Hold on. Where is it at? Should be over here. But it's not. The microphone. We're back. We're back. Dadier does miss his and one free throw. Come on, Dadier. Come on, Dadier. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Driving it down. Puts up the floater. Gets the floater to go. Tough move. Tough move. Quick inbound to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Under 10 to go. Bridges has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Towns. Towns coming to his left. Over to Robinson. Robinson holding on to it. Gets it over to Dadier. Quick catch and fire. They're leaving him open. Back home. Dadier can't convert on his first two perimeter shots. He did get the and one layup, though. Maxey coming down. Throws a lob. Robinson gets his hands in there. Big Mitch with the defense. Bridges comes up with it. Excellent defense from Big Mitch. Here comes Bridges. Hit ahead to Dadier. Back to Bridges. Bridges a pull-up three in the face. Can't get it to go. Robinson battling on the glass. Can't hold on to it. Edgecombe able to knock it out of his hands. Edgecombe down the lane. Throws the lob, and Bono with the two-handed slam in transition. And the Knicks not necessarily getting back. Come on, Knicks. You got to get back. It's 7-2. 9:13 to go exactly. Brunson has it up top. Is he taking a shot yet? Not yet. Step back three right on cue. Can't get it to go off the back rim. And here come the 76ers pushing it the other way. Edgecombe wants to drive it down. He lost the handle or knocked out of his hands. Knocked out of his hands by Brunson. Good hands from there. Him and Bridges able to get back on defense. And the ball's going to remain with Philadelphia here. I need something. I need something. We're not fully back yet. We're not fully back yet. Where is it? Here it is. This is the wrong microphone. Here we are. Here we are. Yes, sir. Oh, who is that? Maxey gets it over to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right off a Barlow screen. Into Barlow. Rolling to the rim. Good defense. Good switch by Dadier. Good contest. Robinson rips down a rebound. Here comes JB pushing it the other way. JB has it up top. Hesitation move. Swings down the lane. Through the rim. Ooh, can't get the reverse layup to go as Bono was trying to get the chase down block. Drew the foul on Oubre, though. So Jalen Brunson will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Okay, JB. Okay, JB. Still in his bag. 2025 and still in his bag. Also went with the reverse, too, on the other side. Okay, I see it. Yeah, except to keep Shaman another 2 guard. Why would you trade Paco in a first-round pick? Because they don't think Paco Dadier is going to help them win a championship this year, and they think Shaman might. That's it. That's the answer right there. They don't think Paco is going to help them this year in the same way that Shaman's going to help them this year. Now, you and I can disagree on that all we want, but it's based on what the organization feels. And if that seems to be how the organization feels about Dadier, as Brunson splits the free throws, makes the first, misses the second. 3-7. Also, timer's still going. Still bad on my timer. Still bad on my timer work. Maxey has it up top, swings it out to Oubre. Oubre catch and shoot 3 over Dadier. Can't get it to go. Who's that? Is that Justin Edwards with the rebound? They get it over to Maxey. Maxey throws yet another lob to a Dembona, and Dembona catching 2 lobs so far here early in the first quarter. 9-3. Knicks starting a little bit slow here. Brunson bringing it down. Full court pressure. Brunson leans in, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Robinson with a big one-handed rebound, put back dunk. Okay, Big Mitch. Back and healthy, looking good, looking spry. Has he got the full arm sleeve now tattoo? Okay, Big Mitch. They throw a lob to a Dembona. This time gets fouled by Bridges. Led Max again to the lane. He's crashing the defense and able to throw some lobs up to a Dembona. He's taking full advantage of it. Yvette Passad, what's up, Yvette? Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? Slim said number 4 looking good. He got to start making some shots, but he is looking good. He's had 2 open threes. He missed them both. He got a nice reverse and 1 layup before off of an offensive rebound that Mitchell Robinson was keeping alive. And they sneak it into Maxey on the inside. Bad defense from the Knicks there. Also, I'm not giving the Knicks credit. It's 11-5 now. Brunson bringing it down against some full court pressure. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges has it up top. Hands it off to Towns. Towns has not been involved in the offense at all. Here he is looking to attack off the bounce. Leans in. Kicks it out. Dadier knocked that down. In and out, halfway down. Can't get it to stay. Robinson keeping it alive. Bridges knocks the rebound over to Robinson after he kept it alive. And Robinson gets fouled. Going to the rim. Going to the foul line. 2 free throws. Big Mitch, show us. Show us that you've been working on them free throws, big dog. Show it to us, brother. My man Big Mitch, he's looking spry. He looks like nice and thinned out, but still big and strong. A lot of players came into training camp talking about how they dropped a little bit of weight, knowing that Mike Brown's going to have them running a lot this year. 7:25 to go. Big Mitch, this is a free throw. Come on, Big Mitch. Come on, Big Mitch. Come on, brother. I know you got it in you. I know you got it deep inside of you. Mitch does knock down the second free throw. There you go, Big Mitch. There you go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Maxey gets it over to Edwards up top to, I don't know who that is. Oubre to the lane. Good defense, back home. Well, Robinson can't get the rebound as Oubre able to get it back. Maxey out of the right corner for a deep fadeaway 3. Robinson able to grab another rebound. Brunson, home run pass to Bridges. Catches, pump fake, goes up, gets the layup to go. There you go. Look at the Knicks running, getting an easy 2. Something we didn't see a whole lot last year. 11-8 now, 6:55 to go, under 7. And the Philadelphia 76ers are going to call a timeout. Cool. I'm cool with how the game's gone so far. I like what I'm seeing them run a little bit more, seeing the ball move a little bit more. It's not just Brunson, get it, dance with it, or give it to Towns in the post. Not a whole lot of that going on so far here tonight. Right? You're still going to get that because those guys are talented and you got to give them the ball and let them cook sometimes, right? But a lot more people involved. You're seeing a lot of Bridges. Right now, it's also no Josh Hart, no Anunoby, so they're not involved so far. But a lot of Dadier, too. Dadier's getting a lot of action here tonight, so you got to expect that in that same position, OG Anunoby's going to be there, and he's going to be getting a lot of the open looks. Now, it is preseason game 1, so we're not going to make too many aggrandizing proclamations about what the Knicks are doing so far. But it looks solid, right? It looks solid, and that's kind of what the only thing you want to see so far. Kind of the only thing you want to see so far. Nothing too crazy. They look good. They're moving well. They're playing well together. The chemistry looks like it's there. I'm happy to see Dadier get the start because they could have went with a McBride. They could have went. I mean, I know he's a little bit smaller, but you could slide Bridges over to the 3. You could start a McBride. You could start a Brogdon. You could start a Clarkson. You could have started a number of guys, and they went with Dadier. And again, that could be scary because they could be starting Dadier to be like, hey, everybody in the NBA, look, we're trying to trade this guy so we can sign Malcolm Brogdon. We're going to put him in the starting lineup. Look how talented he is. Look, he's got the size. He's got the shooting ability. He's got the finishing ability. He's a great cutter, good off-ball mover. He's a solid enough defender. It could be all of those things that they're trying to show the NBA world by putting him in the starting lineup in preseason game 1. Or they could be saying, let's put him out there with some talented dudes. Let's put him out there with Cat. Let's put him out there with Brunson and Bridges and Mitchell Robinson to kind of insulate defense just a little bit and see what he looks like. And he's looking like he fits in. He's got to make a couple more shots. He had 2 wide open perimeter shots, but it's preseason game 1 again. I'm not going to overreact to guys making or missing shots. It's preseason game 1. Yak said Mitch looking great. He is looking fantastic, isn't he, Yak? Isn't he looking fantastic? I just realized, too, I didn't clean myself up for our premiere. We'll be nice and cleaned up, and everything will be set up real nice for opening night. For the preseason, we're just trying to get everything together. We're trying to make sure everything works the way we wanted to work, the way I wanted to work. Mitch is looking great, though, Yak. You're right. He's looking fantastic. He's looking slim. What is he at right now? That's Jabari Walker on the court for Philadelphia, by the way. Mitchell Robinson, he's got 4 rebounds already. He's got 3 points. Big Mitch, he had the nice one-handed putback. Got fouled, hit at least 1 free throw. Here's Andre Drummond subbing in here. But Mitch looks like a presence down low. The only thing I'll say is Karl-Anthony Towns so far has been invisible. Oh, okay. When do we get Big Cat involved? This wasn't an uncommon thing last year as well. The Knicks kind of had everybody else trying to get everybody else going in the first quarters, and then second quarter on, it was the Karl-Anthony Towns show. Gave the ball to him a lot, especially to start second quarters. Maybe Mike Brown is going to take a little bit of that from Tibbs as well because Towns is a bit of a self-starter. He can get points, and he's 7 feet tall, And he can shoot from anywhere. So you can get points and buckets at any point. So maybe the goal is to start the game and make sure all our perimeter guys are going, because that's important. Make sure they feel the ball, make sure they're comfortable shooting it, and get a feel for everything. The Knicks have yet to make a substitution yet. All 5 starters still out there. Brunson, Bridges, Dadier, Robinson, and Towns. Edwards down low. A little too much hot potato passing between the 76ers there. Shoveled it over to Oubre, tried to shovel it over to Drummond, but off their fingertips, out of bounds, ball going back to the Knicks. And Brunson will bring it down against Justin Edwards, a little full court pressure. Justin Edwards, good young defender, feisty, fighting for a full rotation spot, which he'll likely have this year, but beautiful pass from Brunson inside the Towns with a nice cut. He's being guarded by Jabari Walker, righty hook, can't get it to go. Drummond with a big, strong rebound inside. Drummond's a good matchup for Mitchell Robinson for Philadelphia. They obviously want a bigger, better rebounding body on Big Mitch. Kind of dominated the paint to start this game. Oubre has it up top, hands it off to Edwards, catches, pump fakes, gets it over back to Oubre. Maxey, quick crossover, back to Edwards on a relocation 3, in and out, can't get it to stay. Robinson, good box out and rebound over Drummond. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down the left side. Leans into Edwards. Edwards is going to pick him up yet again. Over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Jabari Walker. Don't think Jabari Walker's a great matchup for him. Let's see how the Knicks take advantage. Towns off the pass from Robinson. Towns leans in, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul on Drummond, so he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Under 6 to go. We're past the halfway point here in the opening game of preseason here in Abu Dhabi, which is why it's a nice early start time here tonight. So we got an early start time here. Ricardo, what's up, Ricardo? Mark, what's up, Mark? Happy to see you guys back. Let's get to it. Opening preseason game. We're off and running. Back like we never left. Awkward start time because of the Saudi Arabia time difference. 12 o'clock start time here. Kind of sucks. 11 a.m. start time on Saturday. Also kind of sucks. But then everybody's back in America, and we'll be back in Madison Square Garden for the remainder of preseason. But we will have another week before we get there. And so in between, we'll be doing other games like we have done all last year, but we're back. We're back with Knicks basketball. We don't miss games, even if they're incredibly early in the morning. Karl-Anthony Towns does knock down both free throws. Thank you, Big Cat. 10-11. Under 6 to go. McBride is in the game. Josh Hart, you guys said Josh Hart wasn't playing. He's playing. Josh Hart is in the game. Oubre driving it down, loses the handle. Good defense. Who dives on it? Who is that? McBride. McBride dives on it. Jordan Clarkson's in the game. Here comes Josh Hart, bringing it down. Over to Towns. Towns has the trailer for a 3 straight away. First one. Can't get it to go. Come on, Big Cat. Jabari Walker with the rebound. Here comes Edgecombe, the rookie. What do you got for me? Over to Walker. Gets a running start to the rim. Gets tripped up by Josh Hart. He's going to go to the foul line, or is it on the pass? I think it's on the pass. So it should be side out of bounds. Tay Cowboys. What's up, Tay? So Josh Hart came off the bench today in favor of Bakum Dadier. Interesting decision from Mike Brown. Interesting decision. Josh Hart was healthy. Decided to start Bakum Dadier. And again, could be a decision about let's show him off to see if we could trade him. I'm holding out hope that we keep Dadier. I love me some Dadier. You guys know it. You guys know. Edgecombe weaving around a screen, a Drummond screen. Can't get the floater to go, but Drummond able to grab a nice strong rebound. They kick it out. Jabari Walker, pump fake, relocation, 3, can't get it to go. Towns, box out and rebound on Drummond. Quick hit ahead to Josh Hart, quick hit ahead to McBride. McBride dancing with it. A pull-up 3, line me up. Line me up, Deuce. Yes, sir. Big season incoming for Deuce McBride. We already know. Deuce McBride. He's now that Tom Thibodeau's out of the way, Deuce McBride's ready to shine. They get it over to Oubre. Oubre up top being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left, snaking it back to his right. Stop, lean in, fall away, foul line jumper for Oubre. He gets it to go. Nice strong move from Kelly Oubre there. Forgot to restart the timer. We're at 4:30 to go here. Tied at 13. McBride driving it down. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart driving to his left. In the lane. Kicks it out. Bridges wide open. Straightaway 3. Line me up. Way off on that one. But Towns an offensive rebound in the paint. Hop step. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go, but gets fouled by Andre Drummond. He's going back to the foul line for 2 more free throws from our guy, the Big Bodega. Mark said, starters most likely to play the first quarter today. It's hard to know because we have a brand new coach. If this were Tom Thibodeau, I'd say absolutely not. But it's hard to know with Mike Brown as the coach. Mike Brown values rest a lot more than Tom Thibodeau ever does. And so maybe Right? And the Knicks do have a much deeper team this year, so Mike Brown could decide to go deeper into his bench to give guys more of an opportunity. I think he talked about that already, but they kind of have a set of players that they want to play here in game one, a set of players that they want to play in game two, kind of a group shift mentality because their roster is so deep and he wants to give guys opportunities to fight for a roster spot and prove themselves. So I don't know. I could see them playing the first, playing the third, not so much second and fourth, but we'll see how the game goes on. Towns does knock down both free throws. Thank you, Karl-Anthony Towns. Edgecombe has it up top, doing a lot of ball handling, a lot of directing. With Maxey still in the game. Maxey catches, spins down the lane. At the last second, he was in the air looking like he wanted to shoot a floater, but then dropped it off over to Andre Drummond for an easy layup. Nice play from Tyrese Maxey. Get over to Towns up top. Karl-Anthony Towns fakes the handoff to McBride. McBride couldn't backdoor. Bad pass from Karl-Anthony Towns. McBride couldn't get to it, and it's a turnover. Ball going the other way. And Philly quickly trying to push it. They get it over to Maxey on the right wing. Maxey being guarded by Hart. Driving to his right. Wide open mid-range jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long fight for a rebound. Drummond can't grab it. Towns knocks it out of his hands. Josh Hart pushing the other way. We got space over to Towns. Down the lane, draws the foul. And one for the big bodega. And I talked about how quiet Karl-Anthony Towns was so far to start the game, but here he is being very loud, getting to the foul line. 3 straight trips to the foul line for Karl-Anthony Towns. This time will be for 1 free throws. He was able to get the and one on Jabari Walker. Great push and pass from Josh Hart there. We know that's what he excels at. That's what we talked about in the pregame. Josh Hart is a chaos engine. You want him out in transition. You want him out pushing the pace. You don't want him playing in a half-court game. You want Josh Hart pushing the pace as much as possible. So Towns is at the foul line. He's got 6 points so far, all of them via the foul line. Well, 4 of them from the foul line. Now 5 of them as he knocks down his free throw from the foul line. 7 points overall. That and one was his first field goal of the game. And Maxey bringing it down, gets it over to Eric Gordon. They swing it around. Barlow out to Edgecombe, the rookie, coming to his left. Josh Hart picks him up. Edgecombe dancing. Mid-range foul line, pull-up jumper over Josh Hart. Can't get it to go. Deuce McBride with the rebound. Now he's pushing the other way. McBride has it up top, dancing with it, over to Towns. Towns back to McBride, stops, turns, spins, coming to his right. Pocket pass to Towns, beautiful pass, but he's got nowhere to go with it. Cross court, over to Clarkson, no hesitation, puts up the right wing 3, can't get it to go. And Johnny Broom, the other rookie, with the rebound, and here come Philly pushing the other way. Maxey has it up top, dancing with it, against Bridges. Gets it over to Edgecombe, but a bad pass, goes out of bounds, doing a little too much from Tyrese Maxey. Roger Laverde, what's up, Roger? What's popping, my guy? Happy to see you. Very happy to see everybody slowly but surely coming back. A lot of people don't even know the Knicks are playing this early in October. Right? A lot of people waiting for the regular season to start, waiting for the regular season to pop off. But we're back. For the insane diehards, we don't miss basketball games. Unfortunately, it's a sickness. We got to tune in for every single one, unfortunately. It's very unfortunate because it takes up a lot of time. It takes a lot of time in your lives, right, to have to pay attention to Knicks basketball on October 2nd at 12 in the afternoon, right? On what's today, Thursday? On a Thursday afternoon. Like, we don't have other things we got to do. But unfortunately, or fortunately, we got to sit down and watch Knicks basketball. Now, I love it. I know you guys love it. Not everybody was looking forward to today here in the afternoon. I'm loving it. Mark said, yeah, man, can't wait. I'm dying. I'm dying for, like, some real basketball action. I'm happy to have preseason basketball and actually have, like, real competitive basketball to watch again. But, man, I can't wait for the regular season. This is the championship year. This is the championship year for us Knicks fans. It's been 50 years. And, like, you come in as a legit favorite out of the East to make the finals. So, you know. Minister Squad, what's up, Minister? We're back. Let's go Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back like we never left. I mean, not really, because I like to change it up all the time, but we're back. We're back. Roger says, sounds like you're in mid-season form. Oh, man, dude. I'm sweating. My voice, my throat is already scratchy. I hope it feels that way, but I feel so rusty. I feel like I'm behind. I feel like everything's a mess. But we're back. And we'll figure it out as the year goes on in terms of like our comfort zone and where we're gonna be as the season goes on. But I'm just happy to be back watching basketball. I'm happy to be back. Mr. Squad said it's Hattie. What's up, Hattie? Mark said, I like the green screen setup with the score and stats. Yeah, the only thing I don't like is that the ESPN game, what is it called? Game Watch or whatever, is ahead of me, right? If I could figure out a way to make that not the case, right? I think the only way to make that not the case is if I go and get cable TV again, which I will not do. But I think that's the only way to do it because otherwise I'm watching a stream of the game, right? I'm watching it on YouTube TV, so it's not as up to date. Right now it says 20-15. I try not to look at it. I know it kind of spoils you guys a little bit, but here we go. Jalen Brunson's back in. We got Brunson, Clarkson, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson's in the game. Towns is out. McBride's still in. Clarkson down the lane, takes a bump, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Jordan Clarkson's just a bucket. Beautifully defended by the Philadelphia 76ers, and it did not matter. Jordan Clarkson said, I'm gonna knock down this floater anyway. Love to see another bucket getter on the team that could just go and get one, other than Jalen Brunson. Maxey, a contested right wing three, can't get it to go. Neither team able to knock down perimeter shots here tonight. I think Deuce McBride's the only guy who's made a three-point shot. McBride up top, dancing with it over to Robinson. Back to McBride, catches, pump fake, steps behind the Robinson screen, a three. Oh, two in a row for Deucey. I'm telling you, he's going to have a career year this year. And he said, Jordan Clarkson who? As Edgecombe down the lane, gets the floater to go. McBride said, Jordan Clarkson who? He said, Malcolm Brogdon who? He said, Tyler Kolek who? I'm Deuce McBride. I'm the sixth man of this team. I love it. McBride off the handoff from Hart in the lane. Stop, pump fake, half spin, fall away jumper. Okay, Deuce again. 5 straight, 2 in a row for Jalen Brunson. For Deuce McBride, Jalen Brunson Jr. Hold on, he's evolving right before our eyes. Ooh, good cut from Edgecombe. Inside, Johnny Broom, an easy dunk. McBride jumped the passing lane. Good backdoor cut from Edgecombe. Ends with an easy two-handed slam. I forgot to give Deuce McBride credit for his three-point shot, and here he is, Brunson. Catches, pump fake, spins, up top, Josh Hart, straightaway three, wide open with the finger wrap. You guys didn't know, Josh Hart is going to deal with a finger issue lingering into the season all season long. Maxey, a deep pull-up three, way off at the side of the backboard. Broom, offensive rebound, can't get it to go over Josh Hart. No foul call. Here comes Josh pushing the other way. Cross-court pass to Clarkson, a contested pull-up three. Terrible shot, can't get it to go. Got knocked down to the floor. Home run pass over to Edgecombe. He's able to chase it down up top the Broom. Clarkson back up. He was looking for a foul call, but here comes Maxey driving it down, gets fouled by Deuce McBride. Maxey's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Deuce McBride is back like he never left. He said, this is my year. He really said, this is my year. I don't know about you guys, but this is my year. Deuce McBride, hold on, let's go over real quick. Where is he at? McBride down here. 2 for 2 from three-point range, 3 for 3 overall. 8 points, 2 rebounds, no assists. He said, I'm not a passer. I'm a bucket getter. I like it. Ooh, I hit a button I shouldn't have. It's fine. Maxey knocked down the first one. Maxey knocks down both free throws. 25-21. Under a minute to go here in this inaugural first quarter. Brunson inside, tried to hit the bounce pass to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson was not expecting it. Pass was a little too low from JB. Not a great pass either, though. And it's a turnover. Here comes Philly pushing the other way. Edgecombe bringing it down. I've been impressed with Edgecombe's poise. He's not out of control. Not forcing it. Not looking to do more than what he's capable of. Edgecombe swings it out to Eric Gordon. Catch and shoot three, can't get it to go. And Dominic Barlow comes flying over the back of Josh Hart against the layup to go. Josh Hart now boxing out. Josh Hart has it up top. Hands it off to Clarkson. Catches, pump fake, spins in the lane. Puts up another contested. No, he tried to put up a contested floater. And then at the last second, when he was defended well, tried to just throw a random pass off to Mitchell Robinson. That's the part of Jordan Clarkson that's going to drive us crazy this year. Bad turnover there. And Maxey has it up top, blows right past Clarkson, puts up the floater, gets it to go. That's the part of Jordan Clarkson where it's like, ugh, Come on, brother. Come on. It is preseason game one, so we're not going to kill anybody too much, but that is sort of a microcosm of Jordan Clarkson's career. He can get you a bucket, and then he can allow Maxey to just blow right past him. Now, to be fair to Clarkson, Tyrese Maxey can blow past almost anybody in the league. That's how good that guy is. Hattie back to the original Hattie channel name. Love to see you back. So we're tied at 25 at the end of the first quarter. And we haven't seen too much from Brunson, haven't seen too much from Towns. Both of these guys are just kind of in the zone, feeling it out, not forcing it, allowing everybody else to kind of get their work in. Dadier, 1 for 4 from the field, tied with the most amount of shot attempts. Who would have thought coming into tonight that Bakom Dadier was, 1, going to be a starter, and 2, was going to be tied with Jordan Clarkson for the most shot attempts so far here tonight. Right? He's 1 for 4 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point range. All 3 of them were pretty open. Got to knock those down. Dadier. And again, first preseason game, we're not going to kill anybody for shooting percentages, but we're just going to talk about it, what we've seen so far. Dadier had some open shots. You got to knock those down. I did like the aggressiveness he played with. He does have 2 turnovers as a wing who's not going to ball handle too much, but young player getting like real, actual first minutes. You know, obviously didn't play a whole lot last year. Brunson's 0 for 3, missed the 3, got to the foul line. He's got 1 point, 2 assists. You know, again, letting everybody else cook. Mitchell Robinson looks solid in the paint. 3 points, 4 boards, a steal, a block, a little bit of, you know, active, doing everything that we know. Mark said bench from here on out. We'll see. We'll see what what's his name has, you know, and what new coach Mike Brown has. All right, we'll see for sure. Whoa. I got to come back. There we go. I just wanted to move this guy over here. Boom. I feel like I'm constantly covering it. On that side, I won't cover it as much. I got to lean over here to control the scoreboard. Yeah, I said, please no more bounce passing the 7-footers in traffic. Yeah. I mean, that is something you are taught, that when you get in the paint as a guard, don't throw a bounce pass to a big man. They're all the way up there. They got to come all the way down here to receive your bounce pass. Unless you can get the bounce pass up here to their midsection, it means you got to bounce that thing because they're 7 feet tall. Don't throw no bounce passes to big men. Just put up the shot, JB. Right? Get the Kobe assist. If you don't know what a Kobe assist is, hey, I know I'm being defended well, but if I get this up on the rim, I know my guys are going to get the offensive rebound because I attracted so much attention. Just get the Kobe assist. Also, we were in the fourth quarter. My bad. We're back into it. Eric Gordon off the handoff, driving it down to the rim against Robinson. Can't get it to go. Johnny Broom right there. Clean up the mess. And Deuce McBride bringing it down. Who we got? We got Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele is a guy I'm most interested in watching play. Didn't get it in the first quarter. They swing it out to Yabusele, right corner 3. Can't get that one to go. McBride, offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Back over to Yabu. Yabu wide open. Puts up the straightaway 3. Misses that one again. McBride fighting for the rebound. Can't grab it. Knocks it out of bounds. It's going to go back to Philly. Let's go back to the game cast. Yeah, I said we need to play its new system. Very true. Very good point. We do have a couple of preseason games to sort of get into it. We'll see what Mike Brown decides to do in this first one. Pull up 3 from who was that? Was that? I don't know who that was for Philly who just jacked up that shot. But Josh Hart driving it down off the terrible miss. And Josh Hart draws the foul. Draws the foul in Edgecombe. Who was that? That was Chandler. That guy was Chandler. This guy over here. Who was that? Kennedy Chandler. Okay. Kennedy Chandler with a terrible rookie, isn't he? Isn't Kennedy Chandler a rookie? Josh Hart makes the first free throw. There you go, Big Josh. Get into it, Big Josh. Get into it. Mark said nothing but class whoever it was. Absolutely. That's what I needed to know. Kennedy Chandler came in, like, I'm a bucket getter. I'm going to shoot this three. Even though it's contested in transition, not necessarily in rhythm. Nothing but glass for that kid. I get it, though. He may not have a rotation spot. He's trying to get his shots up early. Josh Hart knocks down both free throws, ties it back up at 27. And here we go. Edgecombe has it up top, attacking, loses the handle, kicks it out. Johnny Broom, a left corner three. Not known for his perimeter shooting. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart and McBride able to clean up the glass down low. Josh Hart hit the floor. Hurting. Josh Hart's hurting. Not what you want to see. Josh Hart slipped and fell. He's staying down. He's not feeling well. See the replay? Hart just slipped and fell. Nothing happened. Non-contact injury. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see at all. At all. Josh Hart, was he holding something? Was he holding the back? The leg? Mark said get fouled. I don't think they called a foul there. Mark said abdomen. He was holding his abdomen. He had the abdomen tear 2 years ago in the playoffs. That's a bad injury to get. So we're going to get a quick timeout to sort of iron that out. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Big Mitch, 5 rebounds already. Started the second quarter. I mean, he's on his way to like 15 rebounds tonight. If this were a regular game, he'd be on his way to like 15 rebounds tonight. But Josh Hart going down in preseason game 1. Not what you want to see at all. Not what you want to see. Looked like a non-contact injury. Maybe took a knee to the leg, but he's up and walking. Someone said, looks like it's Josh's back, which is low-key scary. Because how do you injure your back on a non-contact? A lot of people saying his back slipped and it looks like he twisted his back. Down on the floor for a while, now limping to the locker room. Back is not good. Although muscular back, like skeletal back, not what you want to see. But if it's like your back muscles, that's all right. You could rest that, and you'll be perfectly fine moving forward. Hopefully it's just like a little muscular injury, and all you got to do is rest it, have him out for the rest of preseason. Is Josh Hart. He's going to be a case engine, so we don't have to work him into the offense. He's going to come in and make crazy things happen. But Mark said he got hit below the ribs on the right side as he was dribbling out of traffic. Okay, so under his ribs, that's a tough spot to be hit in your ribs. Right, it can knock the wind out of you and just make you feel crappy. Hopefully he's all right. Looking to see if there's any information online about it. Just Hart headed back to the locker room. Looks like he slipped and hurt his back after seeing it again. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see what they say. So Dadier is going to come back into the game for Josh Hart. Yeah, I said hopefully he shakes it off. Yeah, hopefully it's just, like Mark said, maybe ribs, got elbowed in the ribs or something that could bruise your ribs, could even crack your ribs. But hopefully it's nothing serious and he'll be back to start the year. Or maybe even ready for the next preseason game because we know Josh Hart's tough as nails. So they initially said Dadier is going to come to the game for Josh Hart, but now they're saying Kolek is coming into the game for Josh Hart. And Josh Hart got a technical. Josh Hart was hit with a technical as Eric Gordon shoots a technical free throw and gets it to go. Or somebody on the Knicks was hit with a technical. Maybe he got hit with the technical because after they blew the whistle, Josh Hart chucked the ball to the other side of the court. I don't know. So a jump ball between Kolek and the kid Chandler, who chucked up that air ball before. So Kolek is in the game. Got some Tyler Kolek here. Kolek has it up top being guarding Chandler. Chandler's dancing with it. Cross court to Gordon. Gordon being guarded by McBride. He pump fakes and then draws the foul, McBride. McBride going for the pump fake. Stay on your feet, kid. Stay on your feet. So off the inbound, VJ Edgecombe gets a layup. Some more bad defense on the inbound. The second time they've had bad inbound defense. Jordan Clarkson has it on the left wing, dancing around a Robinson screen, driving to his right, in the lane, leans in, little fall away jumper, can't get it to go. Robinson fighting for it, still fighting for it, still fighting for it. Oubre ends up with it, but Oubre can't hold on. It's out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Knicks. My guy, Big Mitchell Robinson. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mark said, I believe Josh got ejected. Weird. I did see the thing pop up on the bottom of the screen that said player excluded. I don't know what that phrasing means. As Yabusele, I believe, inbounds it to Clarkson, who turns and shoots a fadeaway jumper, and he gets it to go down. Chandler pushing it the other way for Philly. They get it up top to Edgecombe, who pump fakes, driving down the lane, leans in, throws it up the left hand, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Good box out and rebound from Deuce McBride. I've been very impressed with McBride's rebounding. Home run pass to Dadier, goes with a reverse layup, can't get it to go. As Oubre fouls him, though. So he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. McBride, very impressed. He snuck in there, boxed out the big man rookie, Johnny Broom, grabbed the rebound with the one hand, turned around, threw the home run pass over to Dadier, who was streaking down the court. Dadier catches, doesn't put it down, takes his 2 steps, goes up, tried to get a little too fancy with it with the reverse layup, but he does draw the foul, so he's going to now here at the foul line for 2 free throws. Dadier makes the first one. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Pacom. Maybe I can come up with something where I put something here that covers this. So I'm not spoiled on the score, and you guys aren't spoiled on the score, and then we can have fun together. Tied at 30. Right, we're going to have to figure this out, y'all. We're going to have to figure this out. But we'll be all right. Dadier knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Pacom. Pacom back in the game, by the way. I did not mention. Pacom back in the game. Edgecombe gets it over to Chandler. Edgecombe back up top, swings it out. Justin Edwards, the left corner 3. Quick catch fire, can't get it to go. Good box down and rebound from Big Mitch. Big Mitch dominating the boards. Here comes Jordan Clarkson, bringing it down. On the right wing, between the legs, stops, turns to his left, back out to Robinson. Robinson, back over to Clarkson. Clarkson dancing with it. Draws the foul, just throws it up at the rim, trying to draw the shooting foul. They don't call it a shooting foul. It's a foul on the floor. Foul on the rookie Edgecombe. Edgecombe's doing a good job of sticking with Jordan Clarkson. Karen, what's up, Karen? So what do you think of the new coach? I've always liked Mike Brown a little bit. I hope he's the right guy. Hard to make a full distinction here in preseason game 1, where we've really only watched about a quarter and a third. But Justin Edwards fouls Jordan Clarkson. He's trying to get the ball in bounds, and it's a foul before the inbounds pass. So Clarkson will get a free throw for it. A team technical foul, I believe. Something like that. Mark said, can you crop it out in OBS? I can, but then I'd have to put something over it. So I can do this. So we could do this. We can do this. We can crop it out in OBS and do something like this. And then I could take our scoreboard and do something like this. Hold on. Mark might be cooking. If we crop that out, oh, see, look, didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. Is it shift? Yeah, it's shift. And then we do this. See, but then it's all stretched out. I gotta, right, we can do this, and then I can get something to put there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, y'all. For preseason, not that big of a deal, as Philly moves the ball around inside, but Drummond misses the layup, but the Philly comes up with the steal and gets the ball right back. Can knock down the three. McBride again battling inside for a rebound, saves it over to Robinson. Quick ahead to Yabu. Yabu in transition. Can't get the layup to go. Where's my goaltend? But Big Mitch right there for the putback. Where's my goaltend on Yabu? Definitely looked like a goaltend. Big Mitch, again, dominating the paint, man. Dominating the paint for Big Mitch. You get it into Edgecombe, who tried to throw down a big monster jam over Mitchell Robinson. You're not going through the chest of Big Mitch. I like the audacity from the young fella Edgecombe. He said, I'm going to go up and try and slam it. He wasn't even close. But I like the audacity from Edgecombe to challenge Mitchell Robinson. And then, of course, I love Big Mitch saying, like, nah, kid. Not on me, brother. not going to happen on me. You're not even going to get close. Mark said, yeah, it's a work in progress. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But that's a great idea. We'll have the scoreboard like up here or something, or up here, and then maybe I'll mess with the chat and put the chat up here in the box. We'll figure it out. But I do like the idea. Just crop it out in OBS, and then we'll figure it out with the display. Right. We also have this that I've been messing around with, which is just full screen. With this, again, I got to fill in this space, which is why we're not using it as much with other stuff. But, you know. Mark said, cover the ads with cool stuff. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Work in progress. If you missed the pregame, we're doing pregames now, so we'll be live 30 minutes before the game goes on. We're going over player graphics. Made all these graphics for players on a game-to-game basis. So we have that. That maybe I could prop up there and have as a slideshow continuously going on, changing out the player graphics. Actually, I like that idea. Shamit's back in. I'm missing out on some game action. Brunson, Bridges, Shamit, Towns, and Robinson in now. Edgecombe has it up top. It's 36-32. Ball got tipped. They swing it out. Up top, Edgecombe. Catches, pump fake, jab step, three over Shamit. Gets it to go. Okay, Edgecombe. Okay. The rookie got some sauce to him. He's got some sauce to him. Bridges has it up top, swings it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by, I believe that's Edwards. Still in the game. Coming to is right off a Robinson screen. They show two. Inside the Robinson. Robinson goes up. Gets the finger roll layup to go. Good roll from Robinson. Great manipulation and pass from Jalen Brunson. As they brought the double team off the screen, they hedged hard. Hattie said, Shamit, never my guy. I like Shamit when he was a rookie. I really like Shamit. Veridify, what's up, Veridify? I like Shamit as a rookie. Then kind of fell out of love with him as his career's gone on. He's a solid, like, 14th, 15th man off the bench. Robinson can't corral the rebound off the missed layup from Chandler. Chandler's still chugging up some wild shots. I almost said Wilson Chandler. Kennedy Chandler, the rookie, I believe, from Tennessee or Texas. Maxey coming back into the game. Hunter Salas coming into the game. Another rookie for the 76ers. Get it up top to Salas. Salas trying to get it to Maxey. Salas is going to keep it, come to his left, over to Maxey. Maxey catches, pump fakes, swings it out to Salas, catches, pump fakes, blows by Josh Hart, mid-range pull-up jumper, gets it to go. Good help, decent contest, very good shot making from Hunter Salas. Also, 6:34 to go. Again, terrible with the timer, but we're talking about other stuff. We got a lot going on here. Brunson gets to the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to go down for JB. 40 to 37 now for our Knicks. Let me give Salas his 2 points, my bad. Maxey swings it out, back up top to Maxey, dancing with it, swings it out, back to Maxey, has it on the left wing, being guarded by Shamet. Stops, turns, spins, driving to his right, step back, excellent defense from Shamet. They swing it out, driving it in, good defense from Towns, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Philly. Tried to knock it out of the hands of Jabari Walker. Good defense from Towns. Vertify said, where's Embiid? On the bench, where he spends most of his time these days. They get it into Justin Edwards, quick catch and fire. Can't get the 3 to go off the inbounds. I don't think Edgecombe hit a 3. Outside of that, they haven't hit a 3 yet. Brunson gets it out to Yabu. Yabusele back to Brunson. Brunson dancing with his pivot foot. Coming to his left. Swings it out. Bridges a right corner 3. Good relocation. Can't get it to go. A long rebound out to Towns. Gonna catch it, drive it, lost the handle. Out to Bridges. He's open on the right wing again, and Bridges finally gets one to go down. You're gonna see some ugly shot making for sure here in preseason, especially when you're flying out to another country, out in Abu Dhabi. So both sides really struggling from the perimeter. Philly more so than the Knicks. But good pass from Maxey to Walker inside off the little pick and slip. Walker gets a nice layup to go. Bridges attacking. Reverse layup for Bridges. Can't get it to go, but draws the foul on a dem bonus. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. We're past the halfway point here in the second quarter, 43 to 39. Bridges back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Or actually, I think this is his first trip to the foul line for 2 free throws. The Knicks doing a good job of drawing fouls. Doing a good job moving the ball around, finding space. It is preseason game 1. We're not going to make crazy statements yet. But the Knicks do look like they have a lot more movement in their offense than they did under Tibbs. It is preseason game 1. Everyone's playing nice and loose, right? A lot of young players out on the court here for both sides. So, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. They are out there to put on a show in Abu Dhabi. So the defense isn't necessarily super locked in. Yak said Mitch going for double-double first half. Very true. What is Mitch saying that right now? Oh, they just took him out of the game. We'll check it in a second. Bridges missed both free throws. Yabusele had the offensive rebound, but knocked out of his hands. He's looking at the ref saying he's getting fouled. No foul call, though. Jabari Walker has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Swings it out. Maxey, pump fakes. Back to Walker. He pump fakes. Back to Maxey. Sixers doing a good job swinging around. Shamet causes the turnover. Bridges picks it up over to Brunson. A pull-up 3 on the right wing for JB. Can't get it to go. And both sides still continuing to struggle, shooting 3-point shots here tonight. Preseason game 1, the rust is there for both sides. Maxey down the lane, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. With 4:30 to go. And Maxey's got something to say with his former teammate, Yabusele. I said, didn't know the game was in Abu Dhabi yet. So the Knicks game here today and on Saturday, which is why it's such an early start time. 12 o'clock here in the East Coast, noon start time for the start of this game. And also an 11 a.m. start time on Saturday. Mark said, Mitch is a cheat code. 7 points, 12 rebounds in 14 minutes. Insane. Insane from my guy. Love Big Mitch. Also looks like he's got a new tattoo on his arm. Not a full sleeve, but coming down this whole side of the front of his arm. Okay, Big Mitch, I see you. I see you, brother. Verto said, yeah, but I want to see if he can make a free throw. I don't care. I'm not going to lie to you, Vertify. I don't care. When you're the best offensive rebound in the league and a defensive anchor the way he is, just shoot 50%. Just give me at least 50%. I want 65, 70%. But give me 50% and I'll be all right. Anything below 50%, I'm going to be pissed off. But give me 50%, I'll be all right. Bridges has it, attacking Maxey off the bounce to the rim. Gets blocked. Bridges trying to save it. He does save it over to Towns. Excellent effort from Bridges. Back up top to Brunson. Brunson stops, turns, spins again, in the lane, loses the handle, back out to Bridges, trying to reward his teammate for the extra effort, and he does just that. And Mikal Bridges rewards Jalen Brunson for the extra pass, knocking down the 3-point shot right there. Justin Edwards, a deep straightaway 3 off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound back out to Edwards. They get it over to Maxey. Maxey being guarded by Towns now. Big mismatch here. Maxi's going to look to dance, and he's going to settle for his step back three way off. And again, Philly can hit a three. The only three they've hit so far has been from as Towns running the court, full court pass, and gets wrapped up by Maxey. So Towns, I believe, is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I believe it should be in the shooting motion. Excellent pass from our Knicks. If I said, does the tattoo help free throw technique? It might. You never know. You might be feeling a little bit swaggier, a little bit more confident at the foul line, knowing you got some fresh ink on you. You might. It might help. We're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see as the season goes on. And I haven't said this all night long because I'm rusty, but go ahead and hit the like button. Let's run it up. Let's do it. Preseason game 1. I'm hyped to be back. I'm ready to go. Oh, they're looking to see if it's a clear path foul. Okay. Yeah, I said Mitchell will shoot 64% from the foul line this year. Book it. I hope so. I very much hope so. Because it would make him, he'd have to be the starter at that point. He'd have to be a starter. He's too impactful to not be a starter. And to shoot 64% from the foul line, come on. That's like, that's icing on the cake. We're almost at halftime. Let's not go to the box score just yet. Daniel Malbons. What's up, Daniel? The squad is back again, baby. Yes, sir. It doesn't like fully feel like we're 100% back, but we're on our way. It is preseason. This program is blocked in your area. There's no way. There's just no way. I watched the first half of basketball, and now YouTube TV. Got to be on Gotham, right? Gotham Sports. Got to be on Gotham Sports, right? It is. All right. Cool. We're back. We're good, y'all. They tried to get me. This is why you got to be prepared. This is why you got to have like 27 different streaming services just to watch one basketball game. Because we're in a dystopian world where you got to pay for every single little thing. They're going to nickel and dime you to death. Got to pay for everything. This is why you got to have 27 different streaming services just to watch NBA games. It's crazy. But we're back. Of course. Sadu Barry, what's up, Sadu? Fire Mike Brown, man. Come on, Sadu. Come on, big dog. What is the call? They got Walt Clyde Frazier out there in Saudi Arabia. I just turned them over to the MSG broadcast, which, by the way, looks way better. Much clearer. Much better color. It is a clear path foul. Mark said, are you blacked out of the NBA season pass for Knicks games? Yes, I am, Mark. Yes, I am, which is why I have to shell out like $360 a year for the MSG package on the Gotham Sports app. So I have to have a subscription to that. I have to have a subscription to League Pass so I can watch the other NBA games. I got the ESPN Plus subscription, just in case, because you never know. I got the YouTube TV subscription so we can watch live games that were like on NBC or these other places. I'm going to eventually have to get the Peacock subscription, which I didn't have, but now I'm going to have to get to watch the games that are going to be now streamed on Peacock and nowhere else, unless they're going to be streamed on MSG, because then I'll be all right. But it's crazy. Yak said, see how much aggressive on offense Mitch has been. He'll average 12-plus points. I hope so. I hope he has a much better offensive year this year. Brunson a step back three, can't get it to go. Towns split the free throws, hit one, missed one. 47-41. 3:30 to go here in the second quarter. Approaching halftime here. Shamit guarding Edwards. Swings it out to, who's that? Oubre? No, it's Barlow. Excuse me. Barlow off the pocket pass. Gets the two-handed slam. Beautiful. Beautiful. Handoff right into the pick and roll between Maxey and Barlow. Bridges hands it off to Brunson. Brunson has it up top. Hands it off to Towns. Catches. Pump fakes. He's being guarded by Edwards now. Towns tried to hit the bounce pass to Mitch, and the ball just magically found its way back to Karl-Anthony Towns. Good extra effort and hustle from Shamet to knock that ball back over to Towns, and he gets a big one-handed hammer and draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for the one free throw on an and one. Bad foul. Who is that? Hunter Salas? What are you doing? Going to go up and contest Karl-Anthony Towns. He's wide open under the basket. And that was a great relocation pass. Not relocation, but adjustment pass from Shamet. Corralled it and then quickly tapped it over to Towns, who was along the baseline. He got the jam. And he knocks down the free throw. 50-43. Got to give Barlow's 2 points. So Edwards has it up top, being guarded by Shamet, coming to his right. Towns switches onto him. And again, the switch as Towns knocks it out of his hands and comes up with a steal. Not in drop. Not in drop like Tom Thibodeau had him. Brunson going along the baseline, almost turns it over. Finds its way over to Towns. Towns throws a bullet pass, trying to swing it out to Bridges, but it's way off. Bridges was not expecting a pass that hard. Towns' pass was off. Miscommunication there from the two Knicks there, and it's a turnover. Preseason basketball, a little ugly at times, but we gotta shake off the rust. This is what the preseason is for. You gotta shake off the rust. Mark said, I pay for NBA League Pass just for Knicks games. Yeah, I pay for NBA League Pass for every other game because I'm in the New York area, so I can't. They black out the games on League Pass for me. Mark said Amazon has games now too, right? Yep, and I got Amazon. I have Amazon for the Amazon Prime stuff, so I had that already. But in order to watch games this year, you're going to need an NBA League Pass subscription. You're going to need a Peacock subscription. You're going to need an Amazon Prime subscription. You're going to need a way to watch ESPN games, so an ESPN Plus subscription. NBC is Peacock, so you're good on that. That's 4 subscriptions so far, right? Now, I also have the YouTube TV subscription, so I can watch live events on other channels, but at least 4 just to watch the NBA season this year. When back in the day, you could just pay for cable, and then you get all the games in your area, and you get the national TV games. Hattie said, you need a second job and a chicken to sacrifice. It's crazy. It's crazy. They want you to go look for the game rather than just being like, oh, well it's on Channel 4. You're good. National TV games on Channel 4, and then the Knicks always play. When I was younger, I don't know what channel it is now, but the cable service that I had, MSG was Channel 29. My TV almost never left Channel 29. I was constantly on Channel 29 all year long because when my TV went on, it was to watch some basketball. Watch MSG Network. Now, I haven't had cable in years, so I don't even know anymore. But Ridvai said next year you're going to be broadcasting from a sports bar. It would be fire. I would not mind that. That would be fire. And he said, yeah, man, times have changed. It's crazy. Part of the reason why play-by-play commentary on YouTube for sporting events is popping off the way it is. Everybody now is doing play-by-play live streams. Part of it is some people can't even find where the games are. So they go to YouTube, type it in real quick. Can I find it on YouTube? No, but this guy's streaming it. I guess I'll hang out with him. It's crazy. And that's not even to mention all the piracy that goes on, which I'm not going to mention. But, it's so difficult to find games that people are just like, it's easier to go online, find an illegal website, hope it doesn't give me a virus, and illegally stream the game. It's just easier to do that. It's crazy. That should not be the case. Here we go. We're back into it. They get it over to Maxey down the lane. Throws up a tough floater. Can't get it to go. Good contest from Robinson there. Brunson bringing it down. 50-43. Knicks up by 7 here in the first half of preseason game 1. Robinson hands it off to Shamet. Shamet swings it out to Brunson. Brunson catches. Swings it out to Bridges. Bridges constant movement in the lane. Little push shot. Can't get it to go. Shamet fighting for the rebound. Can't grab it. Does knock it out of bounds. So the ball's going to go back to Philly. 2 minutes to go. 2-minute warning. Mark said something's got to give. These leagues just need to consolidate. Problem is, people want to watch sports. So people are just paying. People are just paying for it. Right? Like me. I mean, I got a little bit of an excuse because I'm making content off of it. But people are just going to pay for the streaming packages. All separately. Something's got to give, but I don't think it will. These companies are too greedy, man. Too greedy. Edwards launches a 3. Still can't get it to go. Philly still sitting on 1 3-point shot made. Brunson crosses over down the lane. Scoop lay with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Brunson looking for a foul call he doesn't get. Here comes Maxey pushing the other way. Knicks do a pretty good job of getting back. Who is that pull-up 3? Way off. Was that Chandler? Oh, no, that was Hunter Salek. Excuse me. Brunson driving it down. Draws the foul there. He makes sure he exaggerates that contact. He's driving it down to his left. Leans in and goes, ah! He didn't get the foul call before. He said, you're gonna call this one. You're definitely going to call this one. 1:26 to go. Where I said, good point. We don't want to pay for it when might as well we just have a community over here and let you pay for it. Exactly. And again, like, all these illegal sites, I'm not going to name names, but everybody knows them. Deuce McBride checking back in. Deuce McBride put on a show in that first half, man. The only guy with a knack in the entirety of the game with a knack from the perimeter. Shooting threes. 2 for 2 for Big Deuce. Deuce don't care where it's at. You give him a ball, he's going to knock it down. Brunson misses the second free throw. A lot of missed free throws tonight. Maxey bringing it down. Gets it over to Barlow. Swings it over to Oubre. Oubre back to Maxey. Over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe on the right wing. Dancing with it. Pump fakes. Gave up his dribble. Bridges jumps the passing lane. He steals it to the rim. Reverse layup. Bridges gets to the go. Beautiful reverse layup from Mikal. Jumped the passing lane. Got the steal. Mikal's looking spry and fresh and comfortable out there. A far cry from what he looked like to start the year last year. Oubre gets it up top to Maxey. Maxey coming off a Barlow screen, gets into the lane, throws up a tough contested floater, can't get it to go. Barlow comes flying in. He gets the tip to go, but they say no basket. They say foul on the floor. Karen said YouTube TV, if they are removed, I will go back to listen to all my college games. Yeah, with Disney, ESPN is expiring 2025, and the parties with current negotiation to renew it, potentially leading to a temporary or permanent removal of ESPN channels from YouTube TV. Yeah, that's rough. Part of the only reason why I have YouTube TV is to watch ESPN content, like sporting content, right, for live events. Maxey has it up top. Good denial defense. Cross-court pass out to, who's that? Barlow, back out to Oubre. Oubre's got to chuck it up with the shot clock winding down. Misses the straightaway 3. Robinson yet another rebound. 30 seconds to go. Brunson's going to bring it down. The Knicks with a 10-point lead. 53-43. Brunson has it up top. Jab step, coming to his right. In and out dribble, dancing with it. Good defense from Edgecombe. Over to McBride. Over to Bridges. Bridges up top, driving to his right. Putting his head down. Pump fake, leans in. Puts up the floater at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. In and out, halfway down. Oubre with the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Excellent move from Bridges, by the way. He just couldn't get the finish. Or if I said Fubo TV, it's another option. You know, there's a million options. Edgecombe with the sidestep 3 over McBride, fading away. Can't get it to go with the buzzer. So we're going to go into halftime, 53-43. Solid. Whole lot of rust going around. Yak said the new TV contracts brought in a few billion to the NBA. It did. And they do not care to make it any more affordable to the league. I mean, to its consumers. And it's crazy that NBA League Pass itself, even though it's a, hey, Mark renewing the membership. Appreciate you, Mark. He said the Sheffy crew is back. Let's get it. Let's go Knicks 25-26. I appreciate you, Mark. I appreciate you. I don't have the system set up to put it up on screen, but I appreciate my man, Mark. 25-26 champs on the way, for sure. For sure. NBA League Pass is so unfortunate because it's such a bad streaming encoder that I believe it doesn't play in 1080p. I believe it doesn't play in HD. I believe it's capped at 720, or maybe that's ESPN. But like, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? Mark said the least you can do is hit the like and share the stream. Become a member if you can spare a few bucks a month. I appreciate you, Mark. I believe it's what, $2 a month for just showing some support. I appreciate y'all. I really, really, really do. Really do. But we are here at halftime. We are here at halftime, so we can go over some box score. Is it better if I do this? Nope. 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 That's not better. That's not better. Barlow. We'll just go through here. Barlow, 4 points. I'm in the way. I'm going to make it bigger for you, though. I have to be over here, though. Also, get this out of the way for now. See, I got to set up a new screen where we can do this. Barlow is sitting at 12 minutes, 4 points, 5 boards. He's been fine. He's kind of just filling in, right? Bona, same thing. He even played 8 minutes. He was getting dominated by Mitchell Robinson. Got 4 points, 1 rebound. Maxey, 12 points, 4 assists. He's doing Maxey things. He also has the 3 turnovers. That's the Tyrese Maxey experience for you. Got the 3 turnovers. Maxey, 4 for 11 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. Both teams struggling for 3-point range mightily. We go down to 3-point shooting. They are 1 for 20. 1 for 20 from 3-point range. Hey, 17-48 overall. A bad shooting night. 35.4 from the field. Justin Edwards off the bench played the most minutes. 0 for 5 from the field. Justin Edwards, 0 for 5. All of them come from 3-point range. He's got zeros across the board except for 2 rebounds. He has 3 turnovers. Not a great night for Justin Edwards. But again, the shooting thing, when you go overseas and you're on short rest from the travel, you're in a different part of the world, your internal clock is now turned upside down. It's hard to be in a rhythm as a shooter. So I'm not going to kill any shooters here tonight. 1 for 20 from 3-point range for Philly overall is pretty rough. The Knicks, not that much better. They are 4 for 19. They're not. They've hit 3 more, taken 1 less. They're shooting 21% from the field. That's just like a kind of a regular bad shooting night in the NBA. So it's not too horrendous, but it's still bad. Still bad. Deuce McBride, really the only guy who has anything going from the perimeter. He's 2 for 2 from 3-point range. Didn't take a whole lot, but 2 for 2 from 3-point range. Mark said, playing the Channel 7 weatherman. Yes, we are. We got this going too. I mean, we got the microphone, but we also got the pointer. For when, we're over here. Gotta make sure we're talking about my man Deuce McBride over here. Played 10 minutes, 3 for 3 from the field. Impressive 10 minutes for Deuce McBride. The defense was also there. 3 personal fouls. He's hacking away out there, but he's trying to make a play. Gershon Yabusele only got 7 minutes. 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3-point range. Didn't do a whole lot. Picked up 1 personal foul. I'm excited for Yabu, but he's got to find a spot where he fits in. Right? Shama got 7 minutes. Josh Hart got 7 minutes before leaving with an injury. Maybe we'll go back online, back on Twitter, and see if anybody said anything. Bakum Dadie got the start and only played 8 minutes. 1 for 4 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3-point range. 4 points, 2 rebounds. I thought he was pretty solid. He did have the 2 turnovers, But he was impactful. He was making things happen in his 8 minutes. Took 4 shots. Took 4 shots for Dadier, right? The thing that's most surprising is Mitchell Robinson played 18 minutes in the first half here. May not play a whole lot in the second half. We'll see. Played 18 minutes. He played the most minutes of anybody else on the team. And I thought Mikal Bridges was going to hold that record. He played 17 minutes, one below Mitch. But Mitchell Robinson is so goddamn impactful during NBA games. He's got 16 rebounds? What? He's got 16 rebounds, y'all? 16. That's not normal. For any time. I don't care that it's preseason game 1 and Embiid is out and they're playing, Barlow and Adembona and Johnny Broom and all these. I don't care. 16 rebounds is insane. 5 offensive, 11 defensive rebounds in that first half. Karl-Anthony Towns does what? 5 total rebounds. But Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't have to kill himself being the lone rebounder on the team anymore. Last season it was Karl-Anthony Towns or Josh Hart. Those are the only 2 guys picking up rebounds. Now you got Big Mitch grabbing 16 first-half rebounds. If this were a regular season game, my man is on his way to a 30-point rebounding game. 30 rebounding game. My goodness, Big Mitch. Dominating the paint. Also a steal and a block. Deterring people. He's doing a great job of not chasing shot blocks and going up and just contesting straight up and forcing misses. Tyrese Maxey having to shoot tough on-the-move floaters, right? Mikal Bridges doing a great job of chasing from behind and rear contesting. Mitchell Robinson doing a great job of walling off the paint. Saying, go ahead, shoot a awkward 8-foot floater while you're fading to your right because Mikal Bridges is chasing you. Great tandem defense between Robinson and Bridges. Hopefully the return of Mitchell Robinson improves Mikal Bridges' defense because we know he struggled mightily last year as the point of attack defender consistently on a night in and night out basis. So hopefully he has a much better season this year. We've talked about that. Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, they weren't too involved. They weren't too involved. Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, they were fine. 16 minutes apiece. 2 for 4 for Towns. He did get to the foul line. Brunson 2 for 8. Neither of them have hit a perimeter shot. Karl-Anthony Towns scored 11 of his points. 7 of them came from the foul line. He's getting to the foul line. Brunson 2 for 4 from the foul line himself. As far as the assists go, 1 for Towns, 4 for Brunson. Hard to pick up assists when guys can't hit perimeter shots, but Yak said, where are the Mitch haters? I'm looking for him, Yak. I mean, Veridify was in here talking about some free throws. I'm talking about some 16 first-half rebounds. You want to shoot 4% from the foul line? That's fine. Grab every single rebound you see them. I'll take it. Mark said, the geography teacher, expandable pointer. Yes, sir. We are here. It is a new season. Gotta have it handy. So we can go through this real quick. We don't have to go through the stats or anything, but the thing I am interested in is kind of just looking. So JB, we've been through it. He's not going to play. Actually, let's do this. He's not going to play too much tonight. He's not going to be too involved. That's also not what I wanted. This is not something you don't come out game 1 and have to go crazy. Same thing with our guy Karl-Anthony Towns. Doesn't have to come out and go crazy. Let everybody else cook. Let everybody else feel their way out. We know what you're going to be doing. OG Anunoby's not playing tonight. Mikal Bridges looked solid. Looked impactful. Looked comfortable. Again, the perimeter shot not really going down for anybody. But he looked like he knew where he fit in a lot better than he did last year. Obviously, a full season with the Knicks now. Full season with the majority of this roster and pretty much the starting lineup, even though it's a new coaching staff. He looks a lot more comfortable in this system that Mike Brown is currently implementing. And so I'm expecting a lot better year from Mikal Bridges, especially now seeing what we saw in that first half. Mark said, gonna be pulling up halftime videos pointing out all of the silly cat arm hooks. Hopefully he's cut that out of his game. Hopefully. I'm full of hope that Karl-Anthony Towns stops. I mean, if you look at the context that I added for Karl-Anthony Towns, supremely confident in his offensive ability. It can lead him to some baffling decisions with turnovers or committing offensive fouls. We know about his propensity to commit dumb fouls, but his awareness defensively has always been his Achilles heel. So the decision-making with Karl-Anthony Towns is the thing that is always going to be the question mark. So hopefully, in year whatever it is for Towns, 11. Year 11 for Towns. He was drafted in 2014. Year 11 for Towns. He's finally understood, oh, I can't hook the defensive player. You know, it's also putting him in a better situation than where Tom Thibodeau was kind of putting him. Tom Thibodeau was putting him in a position where he had to attack off the dribble a lot, out by the three-point line. And when you do that, and you ask Anthony Towns to attack off the dribble, he's going to look to hook. And that's where a lot of his offensive fouls came from last year. Now, you can't hook. I can't blame Tom Thibodeau for you hooking. I can't blame Tom Thibodeau for putting you in that position. But I blame you for the hook, Big Towns. I blame you for the hook. Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug? Yak said, all summer I heard trade Mitch, trade McBride. It was sad having to listen to such nonsense. It is nonsense. It is nonsense. The trade Mitch thing. The only reason why the Knicks may trade Mitchell Robinson this season, Yak, and we went through all of this last year. The only reason why the Knicks may consider trading Mitchell Robinson this year is his injury history and his contract situation. Mitchell Robinson is a free agent at the end of the year, and it doesn't sound like the Knicks are looking to extend him during the season. So he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. Are the Knicks going to take the risk of, like, go test out the market and maybe a team comes out and is like, here's $1 bajillion, come be our starting center, and the Knicks wouldn't be able to afford to bring him back, and then you lose him for nothing? Now, in a championship year, I would argue, yeah, you do that. All Mitchell Robinson knows is the New York Knicks. You drafted him, you developed him, and you were able to build a winning. We were able to build a winning organization involving Mitchell Robinson. So, Yak said, we can read your boards clearly. I appreciate you, Yak. I spent time deciding how to make this. What did I want to show? What did I want to show? Ultimately, I decided we needed a context, and this font is going to change a little bit, so it's a lot more clear. You can already see some of the other ones are changed, so it's clearer and easier to read. I'll fix that. And the context, as the season goes on, will change, right? The reason why the context is here is where is the player in their career? How have they been playing? What is their role? Has their role changed? Stuff like that. That's why the context is here. Add some context to the numbers that we see. The numbers are the numbers. We can extract whatever information we can from the numbers, but it's just numbers, right? So we can look at 17.6 points per game from Mikal Bridges and be like, he's a 17.5 point per game scorer as the third, fourth option. That's cool. But in context of last season, these are last season stats, by the way. In context of last season, he didn't play well. And so you look at this and you're like, well, what's wrong with it? 50% from the field, 35% from three-point line, not terrible. 1.6 turnovers only, not terrible. A steal a game, like that's pretty decent. And it's like, no, he was pretty bad. He underperformed. And so that's what the context is for, to add the context of that. Like, yeah, the numbers look fine, but in context, it wasn't great. Right? And so the numbers will change. To start the year, I just added in everybody's last season stats. Obviously, the stats will change on a night-to-night basis depending on where we are in the season. But Big Mitch, a steal and a block last season. He has a steal and a block in the first half. And obviously, he came back, so these stats aren't great. But 6 rebounds a game, playing like 15 to 20 minutes last year towards the end of the year. These are the stats that are being shown here. So if he's the starter going into this season, he's making a great case as to why he needs to be the starter. I'll tell you that. Slim Slim said, business is business. Mitch might not make it. We shall see. Yeah, that's the issue with the business of the NBA and the salary cap. It's how the Knicks lost Isaiah Hartenstein. Can the Knicks afford to go through that again with Mitchell Robinson approaching free agency? Can you afford to go through it again and have a team like Oklahoma City just throw a giant bag of Mitchell Robinson, right? The Lakers need a center. I don't think this DeAndre Ayton experience is going to work. Would the Lakers be willing to throw a massive deal at Mitchell Robinson and steal him away from the Knicks? Who knows? Who knows? Because the Knicks aren't going to be able to afford, it's going to send them into the second apron to keep Mitch, right? So this team's not going to be together that long, these core players, right? Something's got to give because guess what? Deuce McBride's also due for a big deal as well. That's another reason why Deuce McBride might get traded at some point. I don't think it's going to happen this year because I think this year is a real opportunity to go for it as a championship contending team. So you keep everything as is, and then you deal with the ramifications of it at the end of the year, similar to what Boston did, right? They entered the second apron to keep a championship core together, and then after it, and they were in the second apron, they're like, okay, we got to get out of the second apron. We'll deal with the ramifications in the offseason, and if we got to kind of blow up the core and trade a lot of guys off, we're going to do that, right? The Knicks may be putting themselves in a similar situation, but that's kind of the way the NBA is right now. They don't want teams sticking together for whatever reason, right? They want parity in the league. They want players moving around. They want, well, we can't afford to keep you anymore, so now we have to trade you to another team. What Adam Silver wants, which is dumb, in my opinion, because you want recognizable teams to stay recognizable. You want fans of a team to come in and know who's on the team. Not be like, who do we have to get rid of this offseason? Yak said Mitch isn't going anywhere. Fans and hosts have been trading Mitch for the last 3.5 years. This is true. This is very true. But this is a different situation. This is a different situation, Yak, because it's not about the player. It's not about the health. Now it's about the contract. Now it's about money. And in order to keep him, you're going to have to pay him. And the Knicks just don't have the money to pay him, right? They can go into the second apron to pay Mitchell Robinson. The issue is we know all the ramifications of being in a second apron team. It's rough. It's a rough situation, right, money-wise, because it's just not available for the Knicks to give Mitchell Robinson. I'm sure if they could, they would. They would. Right? If this were baseball and there wasn't a salary cap holding them back, they would throw him a bag and be like, we want you to stay. We drafted you. You're a fan favorite. You show up. You try to stay healthy. We know, like, being a 7-footer and getting hurt sucks, but they could be in a situation similar to where they were a couple of years ago with Isaiah Hartenstein, where it's like, of course we want Isaiah Hartenstein back, but we weren't allowed to give him any more money than we offered him. We literally offered him the most amount of money possible, and he was still like, well, they're offering me $30 million a year. I got to go take that. What if somebody offers Mitchell Robinson $25 a year? Knicks can't match that. They can't match that, So that's kind of the situation they're in. Yeah, I said, Lakers have been after Mitch for years. Next year, we will go over the second apron. You have everyone and only owner's numbers. It's not about just that the owner has to pay the money for it. It's that you get punished for having being in the second apron. If you're in the second apron 2 years in a row, it's not just the tax thing. If you're in the second apron for 2 years in a row, they drop your draft pick to number 30, the last in the first round. But the Knicks don't have draft picks, so they may not have to worry about that. But you also don't get access to exceptions, right? So like a rookie exception in order to sign a younger player, or an injured player exception. Like there are certain exceptions you don't get. The biannual exception, like you don't have the ability to use the exceptions to maneuver in the offseason the way the Knicks have usually maneuvered. It's the penalties that come with it. It's not the money. The Knicks and James Dolan, I'm sure, would be happy to just be like, we'll pay the money to get a championship. We'll do that. It's all of the other things that they negotiated into the CBA, which is why everyone's like, well, the second apron's going to kill. It's going to kill all these teams. But we do have basketball to watch. We can get back to the game. Here we are, start of the third quarter. Shamet comes out to start. We got Shamet, Dadier, McBride, Clarkson, and Yabusele. So it looks like the starters are done. We're going to get a bunch of bench players now. Interesting to see. Oubre, little mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Yabusele with the rebound. Part of the reason why we got Big Mitch so much in that first half is because his night is likely over. Same with Brunson, same with Towns, same with Bridges. Shamet has it up top. Now over to Clarkson. Clarkson swings it over to Deuce. Deuce McBride, being guarded by Edgecombe. Coming to his right, off the Yabusele screen. Deuce driving it down in the lane, kicks it out. Clarkson, a nice open corner three. Clarkson can't get it to go down. But nice drive and kick from Deuce McBride, improving his ball handling, improving his passing and decision making. Oubre up top, gets it out to Maxey. Maxey leaning in, driving it down, stops, turns, spins. Dadier guarding him, knocked out of his hands by McBride. The Knicks pick it up. Jordan Clarkson off and running. It's a 3-on-2. Clarkson, hesitation move, driving it down, kicks it out. Shamet steps back, right wing 3, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound finds its way out to Oubre. And here come 76ers, bringing it down. 10:40 to go. Quick hit ahead in the corner to Oubre. Back up top to Edgecombe. Swings it up top to Oubre. Maxey driving it down. Inside to a Dembona. Goes right into Yabusele. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact. No foul call. Hit ahead pass to Jordan Clarkson. Ahead of the field all by himself. Good hit ahead from Yabusele to Clarkson. The new Knicks additions. Getting an easy 2 there. And the Knicks off and running. Defense to offense. We talk about it all the time. Defense to offense. Should be the way to go. Oh, I got to put the score back up. My bad, y'all. My bad. Oubre down the lane, draws the foul. Can't get the layup to go, but he will go to the foul line with 2 free throws. And we're back. And we're back. Oubre's going to go to the foul line with 2 free throws. Yeah, I said, you get punished second time. First year is mostly owners' money. We won't need anything. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is what the Celtics did. Celtics they won the championship. They extended and re-signed everybody, brought the entire team back, went into the second apron, spent the year in the second apron. Obviously, a situation unforeseen with Jason Tatum going down, likely out for the year, even though we saw that video of him on the court, likely out for the year. But that was always the plan. You had always known, well, we'll run it back one more year to defend the championship, but then we got to trade some guys off. And so that's, Jason Tatum kind of made it really easy. The Jason Tatum injury made it really easy for them to say, okay, we're going to trade some guys off. But that was always going to be the case with Boston. So you have 1 year in the second apron, and it's just sort of tax money that you have, extra tax money that you have to pay. The Knicks swinging around, nice ball movement. Sham it to the rim, gets blocked by Bona. McBride picks up the loose ball, gets it out to Yabusele, backing him down in the lane. Stop, pump fake, goes up. Whoa, crazy behind the back pass from Yabusele. It found its way to Dadier, but they call a foul on the pass attempt. Slim said, wow, we're blowing them out already. It is the preseason, and neither team could really buy a basket. But now, second half, we're going to get the bench guys. So we'll see how this game continues to go out. AP said, welcome back, Season 3. The Mets are dead. Yes, they are. What's up, AP? Season 3 for you, Season 4 for me. The hell with the apron? Unfortunately, it is something that every team has to have in the back of their mind, especially an expensive team like the Knicks. Jordan Clarkson leans in, draws a foul, and Oubre chasing him. But it's a foul on the floor. 9:35 to go. Yabusele has it up top. Hands it off to McBride. Step back left wing 3 for Deuce. Came up short. It was right on the money. Yabusele, great job fighting for the offensive rebound and saves it out to the Knicks. McBride dancing with it. Step back, kicks it out. Yabu, a right corner 3, gets blocked by Oubre. He gets it back. Shot clock winding down. They say a loose ball foul on Yabu? I didn't see the loose ball foul. It looked like Oubre blocked it and then slipped as he was coming down. I didn't see a loose ball foul. I think the ref saw Oubre fall down and was like, I got to call something. Edgecombe is in. He's going to bring it down against McBride. Edgecombe has it up top. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey's back in the game. Maxey dancing with it. In and out dribble coming to his left. Swings it out. Edgecombe left wing 3. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And Dembona had it. Lost it. Gets it back. Has it in the lane. Got nowhere to go with it. Swings it out to Maxey. Maxey swings through to his right. Down the lane. Scoop play with the right hand. Gets it to go. Past Dadier and Clarkson on the help side. Maxey gets the layup to go. Dadier is going to bring it down. Bakum. This is the most we've seen of Bakum ever. Dadier, no hesitation, left wing 3, way off. Hit the backboard first before hitting the rim. Here comes Maxey pushing the other way. McBride chases him down and comes up with the steal. Yes, sir. Ducey, never give up on the play. Hit ahead to Shamit. Shamit, extra pass. Dadier along the baseline, leaves it off for Yabu. Yabu in the paint. Up top to Clarkson. Somebody got to take that shot. Clarkson driving it down. Stop, turn, half spin, pump fake, leans in, off glass, gets it to go. My man is a bucket. He is just going to go get himself a bucket. Barlow has it, attacking Dadier behind the back to his left. Dadier falls down. They swing it out. Edgecombe, left corner three. In and out, can't get it to go. Clarkson comes in for the rebound. He's bringing it down 57-47. And Clarkson down the lane. Swings it out to Dadier. Dadier has it up top. Do something with it. Gets it over to McBride. McBride, he's going to dance with it. He's got no problem dancing with it. He's feeling himself. Crossover between the legs. Back to his left. To the basket. Lefty leg. Oh, my goodness. Deuce McBride. Yes, sir. Dance with him. Dance with him, Deucey. Show him the offseason work you've been doing. Yes, sir. Between the legs a couple times. Crossover in the lane. Keep it in the left hand. High off glass with the lefty. He did not finish well last year at the basket. That was a nice finish right there. Edgecombe down the lane. Kicks it out to a wide open Kelly Oubre. Right corner three. And he splashes it. And Philadelphia finally gets their second three-point shot to go down. It is a 9-point game. 59-50. 7:13 to go. Dadier has it up top. Coming to his left off the Yabu screen. A pull-up three off the bounce. Too long, can't get it to go. McBride fighting for the rebound. Can't grab it. Here comes Philly pushing the other way. McBride. Maxey gets a running start. Swings it out. Barlow, a right corner three. I don't know if that's the guy I want shooting threes, especially on a night where we can't hit anything. Yabusele with the long rebound. Over to McBride. Back up top to Yabu. Yabu hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson up top being guarded by Oubre. Coming to his right off the Yabu screen. Pocket pass to Yabu. He's going to pump fake. Hands it off to Dadier. Dadier coming to his left, pulling it back out, picks up his dribble inside the McBride. McBride has it mid-post against Barlow, one-legged fall-away jumper. Oh my goodness! Deuce McBride said sixth man of the year is for me. He said Jordan Clarkson who? Malcolm Brogdon who? He said y'all must have forgot who I was. He is making a name for himself. And they call a moving screen as Deuce McBride getting over the screen, as Walt Clyde Frazier would say, with gusto, able to draw the offensive foul on, I believe that was Bona setting the screen. Deuce McBride takes a fall. My goodness. Deuce McBride putting on a show right now. What is he up to? I didn't even put the game cast back on. My apologies. We're still sitting on the box score. Y'all got to see the game cast. What are we up to? What are we up to? Deuce McBride, 12 points, baby. 12 points. Hooping it up. AP said, I got to get used to Barlow, especially special when it comes to Philadelphia. Yabu, I anticipate, is going to be a big fan favorite. I love Yabusele's game. I think he's fantastic. I think he's going to be great. AP said, how does the team look? I mean, they look rusty. You know, when you're the first team to tip off a preseason and it's a weird start time and you're overseas and it's the first game, obviously, like we said, you're going to look rusty. They look real rusty. And it's a new offense with a new coaching staff. They look rusty. But they look solid in terms of the ball movement, the player movement. McBride looks great. Although Mikal Bridges looked really good. He looked really comfortable. Now, this is without OG Anunoby. Josh Hart went down early with seemed some kind of abdomen or back injury is what people said. And I also said we were going to look online to see if we could figure out any other information on Josh Hart. But he was also ejected from the game, apparently. Josh Hart, so. Yak said McBride haters gonna eat crow. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. AP said, in the good thing, you're good with play-by-play because these games are going to be all over the place this year. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Especially with, by all accounts, how fast the Knicks are looking to play this year. I better be ready to say, you know, McBride to Clarkson, Clarkson to Yabu, Yabu to Brunson, back to Clarkson, back to Yabu, back to Brunson, inside the Towns, Towns gets a tip, can't get it to go. You know, like, I better be ready. Because it's gonna be quick. Once it gets to rolling, which it might not for a while, it's gonna get rolling. Yak said I want Hook 40 playing center over Yabu and Yabu playing power forward together. You're gonna see a little bit of Yabu at the 5, mostly Yabu at the 4 though. Right? Yabu at the 5 is like a specialist lineup, depending who else is out there, of like, oh, we're really going 5 out. And we're really looking to run. And he has the matchup at a center across from him that works out. Like you're gonna see it a little bit, but you're mostly gonna see Towns or Robinson playing the center, right? Like Yabu will probably play most of his time alongside Robinson or Towns, right? Porty's the third string big. Porty's gonna be the third string big, which is gonna be important because I don't think Mitchell Robinson's gonna play back to backs. And I think there are gonna be times where it's like we're gonna have to rest him. maybe for a week or something or whatever. Huck Porty will have his opportunities to play this year. This is also not Tom Thibodeau. We don't have to worry about guys never getting an opportunity to play. Tom Thibodeau had his guys, and that was it. And if he saw you as a third-string bench guy, it didn't matter if guys were getting hurt. You were never going to get the opportunity to play. Mike Brown is a lot different. A lot different. Here we go. We're back in. Malcolm Brogdon is in the game. Huck Porty is in the game. Garrison Matthews is in the game. So we got McBride, Shamit, Huck Porty, Garrison Matthews, and Malcolm Brogdon. McBride going along the baseline, trying to squeeze it into Big Huck, but it gets it turned over. Huck Porty got to step up in there to receive that pass, and McBride can't just throw it into the lane like that when there's 3 defenders standing there. Oubre has it up top, being guarded by Shamit. Stops, turns, spins, shoots it right over him. In and out, can't get it to stay. Huck Porty rips down the rebound. Huck Porty looking a little spry. Got a nice jump to him. He's looking slim. Get it over to Matthews. Matthews dancing around the Huck Porty screen. Picks up his dribble, gets it over to McBride. McBride has it. Jab step, coming to his right, along the baseline, kicks it out to Shamit. Shamit swings through, in the lane. Tried to get it out to Huck Porty, knocked loose, but back over to McBride. Picked up the loose ball, can't knock down the right corner 3, and here comes Philadelphia pushing it the other way. Edgecombe up top, gets it over to Oubre, knocked out of his hands by McBride. Good job from McBride to jump the passing lane. He is active right now. Yak said Yabu 6A will end up Huck Porty. Nah, it'll be Yabu. It'll be Yabu. It'll be Yabu. Here's the thing. If they start Mitchell Robinson, which they might not. They might bring Mitchell Robinson off the bench. But if they start Robinson, then if Robinson's the first sub out, then Towns moves over to center. Yabu moves over at the 4. They sub Towns out, bring Mitch back in. Yabu's still in at the 4. Right? Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns are your 2 centers. Even though Towns will likely will play some time at the power forward. Huck Porty is the 3rd-string center, Yak. He is the 3rd-string center. Your 1st-string center is Mitchell Robinson. Your 2nd-string center is Karl-Anthony Towns. And even if they start together, you bring one of them out, and you just slide the other one over. And then when the other guy has to come out, you bring the other one in. Yabu is your backup big. Mostly the 4. But occasionally the 5. AP said, I haven't heard JB yet. JB did not start the second half. Towns did not start the second half. Bridges and Robinson did not start the second half. They're likely done for the night. And he didn't really do much in the first half either. Neither did Towns. They were kind of just in the offense, letting everything flow, and everybody else get their touches and do their thing. It is preseason, and it is game 1, so they were not looking to cook too much. They were just, if they got the ball in a spot where they could take advantage, they looked to take advantage. If not, they were like, hey, y'all do it. Here, Bridges, go do your thing, Bridges. Justice's dad, what's up, Justice's dad? Just in time for the Deuce hot run. I mean, he was cooking. He has kind of been cooking all game long. He's been great. I am not seeing anything about Josh Hart. I'm sure he's fine, and the fact that he was ejected means that there's really no update about it because there's no chance he can come back anyway. And it is preseason. He would have been out anyway. You know who I do want to see here tonight, though? I do. It just came to my mind right now because we do have a rookie who is going to become my favorite player on the team. Where is he? He's all the way down here. My man, Mo Diawara. My man, Mo. He doesn't even have a picture up yet. My man, Mo Diawara. If y'all were here watching Summer League with us, boy, was he fun. Boy, was he fun. I'd like to see him get an opportunity here tonight. He will get an opportunity at some point because that is how Mike Brown rolls. Mike Brown likes to give opportunities to players. This is box score. I don't want box score. I want game cast. I want game cast. So they actually went back and reviewed it and called a foul on Deuce McBride. So it'll still be side out of bounds, but McBride picks up his 4th foul, I believe. Yeah, like I said, I want to see Kolek before a chance of trading him. We saw him a tiny bit in the first half. We'll see if we see him again here tonight. Brogdon is in, which is fun. We'll see how that works out. Eric Gordon to the rim. Can't get the layup to go. Good defense from Shamet and good help from Hukporti. Came over to help protect the rim. They swing it over to Matthews. Matthews hands it off to Shamet. Shamet up top, looking to attack. Little fall away mid-range jumper. Gets it to go. Landry Shamet. All right. All right, Landry. He said, you're not wrong. Team is not wrong for wanting me here. Who is that? Eric Gordon has it again. Pump fakes, draws the foul, and Garrison Matthews. AB said no Susan. Yes, Susan was here earlier. She was here to start the afternoon with us. So they get it into Chandler. Kennedy Chandler has it up top. He's been chucking up some terrible shots here tonight. They get it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe catches, pump fake, leans in, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but they call the foul on Hukporti. Nice pump fake from Edgecombe and leans in, draws the foul on Hukporti. So VJ's at the line for 2 free throws. Edgecombe makes the first one. He's got one more coming. And he knocks down both free throws, 63 to 52. 4:20 to go. McBride bringing it down. Kicks it out. Brogdon, a left wing 3. Malcolm Brogdon, right in. Gets a bucket. He said, I'm going to make this team, y'all. He said, I'm on a non-guaranteed contract, but I'm going to make this team. Eric Gordon up top, swings it over. Edgecombe up top to Edwards. Back to Edgecombe. Back to Gordon, dancing with it. Back to Edgecombe, attacking. Down the lane, Scoblade with the right hand. Can't get it to go down. Hukporti with the rebound. Quick outlet to Matthews. And the Knicks are pushing the other way. Inside to Hukporti. Gets a nice, easy layup. Way to run. Matthews to Hukporti. Hukporti looking spry out there, man. He's looking nice and slim. Got it down the lane. Nice and easy layup. Way to reward the big man for running. 68 to 52 quickly here. Edgecombe up top. A 16-point lead has opened up for the New York Knicks. Eric Gordon swings it out. Salas catches. Pump fakes. Out to Jabari Walker. Back to Salas. Catches. Pump fake. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Hukporti got a piece of it, but they say it wasn't the ball. Got a piece of the arm of Hunter Salas mid-range jumper. It's going to send the rookie to the foul line for 2 free throws. Yak said when Hart left and it was a jump ball, 76ers picked Kolek for jump ball, and we took him right out. Oh, I see. I see what happened. Gotcha. Yeah, because it was weird. They announced that Dadier was going to come in, and then all of a sudden they were like, actually, Kolek's going to come in. I was like, that's weird. But I see. They forced him into the game. So Kolek might not play tonight. Kolek is probably going to get his opportunity on Saturday. As Salas goes to the foul line, knocks down both free throws. 3:27 to go. McBride bringing it down. We got McBride, Brogdon, Shamet, Matthews, and Hukporti. Brogdon in the lane, kicks it out. Shamet, wide open left corner 3. Can't get it to go down. Fight for the rebound. Jabari Walker has it. Here comes Kennedy Chandler bringing it down. Coming to his left. Stop, turn, kicks it out. Gordon, the left wing 3. Quick catch and shoot from 3. Can't get it to go. Box down a rebound from Hukporti. Quick outlet to Brogdon. Brogdon bringing it down. Brogdon on the right wing. Up top to Hukporti. Hukporti has it. It's Brogdon coming back door. Brogdon swings it out to Shamet. Extra pass. Garrison Matthews, wide open 3. Oh my goodness, the ball movement, the player movement, everything. It was spectacular, everybody. Not good, not great, spectacular. It is 71-54. Where were the 2 points I missed? Chandler has it up top, swings it out. Salas, the right corner 3. Comes up well short. Barely grazes the bottom of the rim. Hukporti chases down the rebound. Brogdon over to Hukporti. Has it up top. Play that just worked. He hit Brogdon come back door. This time, They rescreen it. Hugporty down the lane, takes a bump, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. McBride fighting down low for a rebound yet again. McBride's been very active on the offensive glass. And here comes Chandler, catches, pump fakes, being guarded by Hugporty, forced to kick it back out. Gordon has it up top, being guarded by McBride, coming to his left. Good defense from McBride. Gordon barreling his way down anyway, and they call a blocking foul on Garrison Matthews as he slid in there. But they say not in time as he didn't establish position, and they call him with the blocking foul. It's going to send Eric Gordon to the foul line for 2 free throws. I don't know. I think that's a charge to me. Gordon a little bit out of control. I think Matthews got there. He didn't take it directly in the chest, which is why I assume they call it a blocking foul. Either way, it's going to send Eric Gordon to the foul line for 2 free throws. Slim Slam said, respect Mike Brown, people. Hey, man, he's the head coach of the Knicks. Whether you wanted him or not, it wasn't my first choice. But you got to respect the coach. Right? He is an established, good head coach. Just that said, Huck looks like you, chef. You drop a few pounds this summer. Didn't know you didn't. It was hot outside. It was hot. And I was outside sweating it up. But I don't think, maybe I shed some of the baby fat, but I'm pretty sure I weigh exactly the same. Hugporty down the lane, lefty layup, too fast, can't get it to go. That's not Hugporty. That was Mo Diawara. Mo Diawara in the game, y'all. Hold on. Mo Diawara in the game. Mo Diawara in the game. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, see, we can't do this. We can't do this. Can't have fun because now we got a green screen. So now we got to keep the lights on. And you can't see the orange and blue lights. 73-55. My man Mo Diawara. Doug Fresh said, fast running team, looked like the Knicks ball move. It's real nice. Real nice out there. Brogdon to the rim, can't get the scoop layup to go. Hugporty fighting for the rebound, he can't keep it alive. 1:26 to go. Jabari Walker shoves it over to do Justin Edwards, who's been off all night. He continues to be off. Garrison Matthews with the rebound. Quick hit ahead to Brogdon. Brogdon's going to bring it down. And Hugporty doing a good job of establishing position inside on Justin Edwards on the mismatch. They try to get it down low to the big man, but Justin Edwards is forced to foul. Foul on the floor. Side out of bounds for the Knicks. Kolek is in the game. Here we go. We're seeing Kolek. Bounce past Hugporty in the lane. Puts up the lefty floater. Gets it to go. Hey, little Harnstein in his game. Little Isaiah Harnstein, the lefty German, number 55. Like he never left. Jabari Walker gets it over to Salas. Hunter Salas coming to his left. Pulls it back out. Now he gets it over to Kennedy Chandler. Chandler inside. Bad pass. Johnny Broom didn't roll. Brogdon picks it up. Home run pass out to Kolek. Kolek swings it out. Quick catch and fire from Garrison Matthews. Left corner splashes it. Garrison Matthews. Hold on. He might have to make the team too. There's no space for Garrison Matthews. But I do always kind of like them. I do always kind of like him. Susan? Oh my goodness. Susan, what are you doing? That's crazy. $20 super chat from Susan. My goodness, I salute you, of course. Very generous. This is for the entire Sheffy crew. I appreciate you, Susan, with the $20 super chat. My goodness. Incredible generosity, Susan. I appreciate you. Again, I wish I could throw it up on screen right now, but I don't have that system set up right now. It's preseason for me too, right? I'm shaking off the rust too. Kolek trying to force it inside the Brogdon. Gets knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with the Knicks. It is going to stay with the Knicks. $78-55. Brogdon gets it into Matthews. Another left corner three. And another basket for Garrison Matthews. Might have to make the team, Garrison Matthews. My goodness. Students have been with you for 4 seasons. I appreciate you, Susan. 4 seasons is kind of crazy. Next year is going to be half a decade we're going to be doing this. That's crazy. That's insane. Kennedy Chandler down the lane. Tough contested floater. He got it to go down right at the buzzer. So at the end of the third quarter, we're sitting at 81-57. Okay. Okay. Hattie said, hustle for the spot. Hey, man. Hey, I think Shamit's been nice and active and effective. Shamit's, he's made his presence felt out there, even though he hasn't done much in terms of like putting up traditional stats. Right? Shamit is sitting with 2 points, 2 assists. I think the defense is there. He's been active defensively. I think his defense has been pretty good. McBride's with 12 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. He does have 5 personal fouls, so he might foul out tonight. We might see a whole lot more of Kolek than we thought we might have seen tonight. But Garrison Matthews comes in, 3 for 3 from three-point range, 9 points. That guy's a bucket getter. That guy is a marksman to his core, right? He is a marksman to his core. We're pretty much done with the starters. Unlikely to see any more of the starters except for maybe Dadier, who got to start tonight. Just Dad said, how's your dad doing? You guys have a busy, good summer. Extremely busy. Extremely busy this summer. But, it felt good. We were outside doing a lot of work, and it felt good. It felt great, actually. Right? Nice big job. Put an extension on someone's house. Cool. Cool summer. I appreciate it. Just that. I really do. Yak said Shaman is not making this team. I don't know, Yak. All of the reporting says that they really like Landry Shaman. They really value what he's doing. They really value his effort, his intensity, his tenacity, especially defensively. By all accounts, they really want Shaman on this team. David Osh Jr., what's up, David? Matthews, Brosnan, Shining? Who? Oh, Matthew and Brogdon, Shining? Brogdon hasn't done too much. He didn't hit a 3, which is nice. Hattie said, what area are you in? I'm in the New Jersey area. That's as specific as I'm going to get. I'm in Jersey. I will say I'm very close to New York, but I'm in Jersey. AP said, is Kolek playing? He ended the quarter. We'll see if he continues to play, how much more he's going to play here in the fourth quarter. I assume a lot, because McBride does have the 5 fouls. AP reminding people the thumbs up. I appreciate you in the stream, and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button. And if you have hit the thumbs up button, I very much appreciate y'all. Thank you. I don't know if y'all could hear the dogs going crazy, but they see somebody outside. They see somebody. All right, let's get back to it. Start of the fourth quarter. Here we go. 12 more minutes of basketball here. 12 more minutes of basketball here. Yak said, I also like Shamit, but another 2 guard, I don't see it. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a part of the regular rotation. Maybe he will. I don't know. But who's in the game right now? Kevin McCullough Jr. is in the game. Mo Diawara is in the game. Brogdon. Alex Len is in the game. Who gets a pocket pass from Brogdon, shoves it over to Matthews. Matthews catches, pump fakes, back to Len. Len trying to get it out to somebody, gets it out to Brogdon. Shot clock winding down. He's got to chuck it out with the shot clock winding down. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. McCullough knocks it out. Mo Diawara catches, pump fakes. Inside pass, beautiful pass to Alex Len, who can't get the layup to go. But he does draw the foul, and Mo Diawara was like, shoot it. My man, Mo Diawara. David Osh Jr. said, I want to see Diawara. Me too, brother. Me too. I'm all aboard the Mo Diawara hype train. I think Mo Diawara, more than any other young player on this team, has the highest ceiling. More than Paco, my guy, Paco Dadier. More than him. More than him. Yak said, Kolek can help at point guard. How is Shamet even getting on the court as another 2 guard? He's not. Not everybody on the team is going to play. But you do need backup guys for when guys need to sit down and get some rest. And Shamet's not a bad guy to get. Broom is going to go to the foul line now. After Len was at the foul line, he split the free throws. 82 to 57. Len is at the foul line. Broom is at the foul line. Rookie Broom for the 76ers at the foul line. Hattie said, wow, more than Pacom. I'm high on Diawara. I think his archetype, he has a higher ceiling defensively to me. And we'll see. Maybe he doesn't hit a ceiling. That's the whole thing. AB said new offense, who's looking different? Bridges looked really good in the offense. He looked a lot more comfortable and with more movement. Everyone pretty much looked the same. I mean, I don't think guys are going to look too different. McBride looked better, but he kind of looked like better overall in terms of like his development. He looked better. Like he's just getting better as a player. Looked different. So that was nice as Alex Len gets a nice tip in off the missed layup from Kevin McCullough. Anybody else look different? There was no Anunoby today. Josh Hart got hurt and then was ejected earlier, so we didn't get to see a lot of Josh Hart. But Hart looked good in terms of like playing faster, plays more into his play style, so he looked a little bit better. Coming off the bench here tonight. Brogdon, nice bounce past the Len. Now out to Matthews, another open three. Garrison Matthews misses that one that time. Fight for the rebound. McCullough knocked it loose. Then knocked it loose again, and he picks it up. McCullough kicks it out. Diawara driving it in. Kicks it out Matthews, left corner three. No. Kicks it off at the back at the last second. Back to Matthews. Knicks moving the ball around well. Brogdon inside the Diawara, off his fingertips. Knocks it out of bounds. But the ball movement has been spectacular so far. 84-60. David said we got a good talented team. A lot of good vets. Got to make some moves to try to keep them. Yeah, I mean, it's likely they're going to have to trade one of the young guys. It might be Dadier. It might be Kolek by going off of all of the reporting. But another pull-up jumper, I believe that was from Salas for the 76ers. We're here in the fourth quarter. A lot of bench guys. And a moving screen on Diawara, handing it off to Matthews. June said Josh Hart had surgery on his finger, and it did not heal it. AP said, what happened to Dink Pate? G League. I believe he's going to spend time with the Westchester Knicks this season, which is fine, because he's the youngest guy on the team. Spend time with the G League. Right? Continue to develop. There's not really space for him on the roster, which is fine, which is why you have a G League team. You said Hart got hurt. Yeah, he grabbed like a rebound and then tried to go up the court and then fell down and was hurt. So it was like a non-contact injury, but it looked like maybe he got elbowed in the ribs or maybe like his back spasmed up or something. It was something like that. It doesn't look too serious, but in the preseason, you're going to keep him out. But then after they blew the whistle, Josh Hart threw the ball down to the other side of the court, and so they ejected him. So even if he was all right, he can't come back into the game anyway. So I think he'll be all right. Kennedy Chandler picks the pocket of Malcolm Brogdon. Come on, Brogdon. You're not going to make the team looking like that, brother. You can't get picked in the backcourt. Come on. Yeah, like I said, we have 5 players who can play 2 guard. And talk about even Brunson as at an off guard. How many point guards? You got Brunson. You got Brogdon. You got Deuce McBride, who can play a little bit of the point guard, especially the way he looked tonight. He looked very comfortable handling the ball. But, so like 3. Everyone's a combo guard now. And if you can't score, if you can't get a basket, you can't really be in the NBA anymore. You got to be able to go get yourself a basket. Poen Eon, what's up, Poen? Thanks for commentating, brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me, Poen. Yak said we don't have to trade anyone if Shamit doesn't make the team. Is the point I'm making. If Shamit doesn't make the team and you have Brogdon over Shamit, the issue is that it doesn't seem like it's down to Brogdon or Shamit. It sounds like it's down to Brogdon, Kolek, and Dadier. That's what it sounds like. What it's sounding like. Now, I don't necessarily agree. I've never been a big Brogdon fan. But I'm also not a big Kolek fan. Like I haven't seen anything from Kolek that tells me he's definitely an NBA guard. Like Brogdon, I know he can come in and give you 15 minutes. I don't know if Kolek can do that. Right? I hope he can. I have faith that his development will get himself there, and his work ethic will get himself there. But I don't know. In a year where you're going for it, you're going for the NBA championship. That's what's happening this year. You're going for the NBA championship. You want as few amount of guys who you look at and you go, I don't know, if push comes to shove and you're in a break glass in case of emergency situation, you got to throw this player out there. Can they hold their own for for 8 minutes tonight, I don't know if Kolek will be able to do that. I know Brogdon will be able to do that. And I think that's the situation the Knicks find themselves in right now, right? It's a difficult balance of being in a situation where you need young players in this CBA to develop because you're not always going to be able to sign the veterans. But you also want to have the veterans available for in the situation that I just laid out, where you're in a break glass in case of emergency situation. You got to throw them out there. Namar said it sucks. What's up, Namar? It sucks Malik Neighbors got hurt. I got Giants beating the Saints. I mean, they should. The Saints look like the worst team in the league. And it does suck because you just threw Dart out there. It was like, now you're going to take away his best weapon. Also, why is my hat looking like that? I don't like it. I don't like it. We're going to have to dry this thing out a little bit. AP said, I hope Philadelphia is going to be bad again because it's funny watching them on their channels on the other side. I mean, it's not looking promising with all the injuries they already have to start the year. Jared McCain is out already, and Joel Embiid is out already. Just that said, does Ewing have a role on the team this year? He does. He is, I mean, it's like a fake team, a fake role. He's a Knicks ambassador. What his role is, I don't know, whatever he kind of wants to do, you know? Kolek is in the game with Alex Len, Malcolm Brogdon, Garrison Matthews, and Kevin McCullough. McCullough, a right corner three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Edgecombe pulls it out. Here comes Kennedy Chandler, bringing it down. Has it up top. 8:30 to go. Swing it up top to Edgecombe. They call an off-ball foul on Kolek. Namar said, we're NBA Finals this year. Promised because Celtics and Pacers missing key players. Yeah, but, you know, got the Atlanta Hawks who were taking a step up. You got, what's it called? The Orlando Magic, who made a big trade for Desmond Bane. Teams are still getting better. Not a cakewalk. And then Cleveland's still going to be there. You're still going to have to beat Cleveland. I know we're all down on Cleveland. We're all there together. But you still got to go out there and beat them. They're still a damn talented team. And they added Lonzo Ball, which is a nice addition. Slim Slam said, what year shooting form is it with Bridges this season? It looks solid. The shooting form looks solid. The hitch is still there, but a lot less. A lot less. He looks a lot more comfortable shooting the ball so far here to start the preseason. Matthews a right corner three. He can't get it to go. McCullough skies for an offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Kolek. Kolek a straightaway three. Way off on that one. Here comes 76ers. Chandler has it up top being guarded by Kolek. Get it over to Edgecombe. Defensive 3 seconds on Alex Len. Free point for the 76ers. Yak said it has to be about Brogdon with only McBride as the backup if you're trading Kolek, who I don't think is getting traded. Somebody's getting traded, Yak. I'm telling you right now. I don't want it, but somebody's getting traded. Malcolm Brogdon's going to be on this team. Everything you read about the Knicks by all these B reporters, the B reporters are like, there's going to be a trade made before the season starts. Malcolm Brogdon's going to be on this team. And you're going to have to trade one of your guaranteed contracts. And it sounds like they're going to trade one of the young guys. And one of the young guys, I mean, Kolek or Gaudier. Edgecombe a straightaway three, can't get it to go. Alex Len with the rebound. 67-84. Kolek has it. Over to Len. Back to Kolek. Down the lane. Kicks it out. And a moving screen on Len, I guess. Whistle's flying abound right now. Just trying to get some NBA action in, refs. Come on. Come on. AB said, too bad about the New York Liberty. Unfortunate. Can't be your year every year. Salas has it up top. Swings it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe swings it over to Barlow. Edgecombe up top, coming to his left after he got it back. Swings it over to Chandler. Catches, pump fakes, driving down, gets fouled by Brogdon. Brogdon hasn't looked too impressive. I'll say that. I've never been a big fan of Brogdon. I was a fan of Brogdon when he was with Milwaukee. Then after his first year with Indiana, I was like, okay, Malcolm Brogdon, might be that guy, might be that guy he said he was. And then after that, his career just kind of got weird. Not a big fan of Malcolm Brogdon at this point in his career. Um, you know. But if you ask me, do I want Brogdon or do I want Kolek? I think I'd rather Brogdon. But that's just me. Demar said, I like Tyler Kolek. I wouldn't mind trading him. Me too. The thing why Dottier's name also gets brought up is because Kolek doesn't have value around the league. You're not trading Tyler Kolek for anything. You might get a second-round pick. Might. Right? You might trade him for cash considerations at this point. But Tyler Kolek has shown nothing throughout his NBA career so far that tells you he's an NBA rotation guard. Which is why the Knicks, I think, would be very, very fine moving him in a trade to bring in Brogdon. Matthews tries to hit a pocket pass to Alex Lemon, gets picked off by Broom. Here come the 76ers pushing it the other way. It's 84-69. Broom up top. Driving it down against McCullough. In the lane. Takes it out. Edgecombe dancing with it. Now over to Chandler. Chandler jab step. Now driving to his right on Brogdon. Between the legs. Lost the handle. Kolek dives on it. Saves it and gets it out to Brogdon. Quick hit ahead to Matthews. Matthews inside the McCullough. McCullough over to Len. Extra beautiful pass. And then Len gets fouled by 76ers. Sending him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Fouled by Barlow. (69-84). Alex Len at the foul line for 2 free throws. Len knocks down the first free throw. You got one more coming. Mark said Susan is Stream Elements is deleting Susan's messages. It might be targeting it as spam. He might be saying something wild. That's weird. Okay, I'll look into that. Not saying anything wild. Weird. Just that said Kolek to Utah. Hey, man. Utah is looking to lose games, so I'm sure they wouldn't mind it. Chandler down the lane, kicks it out. Edwards the right corner 3. He's been off all night. He continues to be off. Mo Diawara is back in the game. Okay, my man Mo. Mo with the rebound, and he's pushing the other way. It's over to Len. Back to Mo. Mo has it up top, and he gets fouled. My man Mo Diawara, man. I'm with it. I'm with Mo. Sometimes said it's the caps. Oh, yeah, she's typing in all caps. Emailings might come get her. Might come get her as spam. Yeah, I said Ewing is a special advisor and a big man coach. He didn't want to be assistant coach because they have to travel with the team all year. Ewing don't want that grind. Nah, he's too old. Let him do his thing. He has a job with the Knicks where it's, hey, man, you want to come to practice today? Cool. Hey, man, come to the games. Come show out with the games. Hey, come talk to this player. Just give this player a phone call. That's his job. Like, it's just be around the team. Use Trey Jemison is in the game, by the way. For a second, I thought that was Hug Porty, but I was like, that's not Hug Porty's hair. Trey Jemison is in the game. He comes up with a block, but ends up fouling Hunter's Jabari Walker. I don't know. That might be a clean block. Either way, Jabari Walker's going to go to the foul line with 2 free throws. It's 86-69. This game is over. It's been over for a while, right? We got the bench unit in for both sides, for the most part. He said, do you think it's the Caps? It might be the Caps. I apologize. I'll look into it. But that's just kind of a Stream Elements thing to do. They see that as a spam. Kolek, home run pass. Matthews, down the lane. Is that Matthews? Or is that Matt Ryan? I think that's Matt Ryan. I didn't know Matt Ryan was still with the team. (86-70). Matt Ryan to the foul line for 2 free throws. Student said, anyway, teams are not going to be able to beat the Knicks in MSG. I hope we do a better job this year of protecting the Garden than we did last year. Last year wasn't great in terms of protecting the Garden. Wasn't great. Matt Ryan knocks down some free throws, 87-70. Kennedy Chandler has it up top, coming to his left, off the Kolek, trying to get away from Kolek. Tried to hit the backdoor pass. Is that Kevin McCullough got his hands into it? Hit ahead to Diawara. Diawara driving it down in the lane. Takes it back up top to Kolek. Good job from Diawara not to turn it over. It was a bad hit ahead past him. He was in traffic. Inside to Trey Jemison. Swings it out to McCullough. McCullough ends up getting fouled by Hunter Salas. Foul on the floor. Under 5 to go here. AP said, when's the next game? The next game is Saturday, AP. Saturday, 11 a.m. Around noon, but 11 a.m., an hour earlier. They are in Saudi Arabia, so it is a big time difference. So, unfortunately, we got these early games. Before we get to the night games, after that, we'll be back home in MSG. I believe the remainder of the preseason games are in MSG, right? So the Knicks had to travel all the way to Saudi Arabia to play 2 preseason games, but then they get to come back and stay at home until the start of the year, until the start of the season. Knicks make a free throw, miss a free throw. Come on, Kevin McCullough. You got to knock down both of them. Chandler has it up top, being guarded by Kolek. Swings it out. Back up top to Chandler. Chandler down the lane, swings it out. Nice extra pass. Johnny Broom throws up an air ball. Terrible. Chandler got the air ball rebound, and he gets fouled down low. He's going to go back. He's going to go back to the foul line for 2 free throws. That's better than going to China, I guess. I mean, it sucks. They really only do it in a preseason, so it's not that bad. But it sucks to be the team that year that's going overseas. At this point, they're sending teams all over the place. I believe there's Mexico games, and then I believe I think it's a European place. There's a couple of teams that have had to fly. Oh, Melbourne, Australia. The Pelicans are out in Australia. They're going to play a Melbourne team, an Australian team. So, listen, at least we get to play NBA competition when we go away. I don't want to be in a position where the Pelicans are going to be in tomorrow, where the Pelicans are playing the Melbourne. Who are they playing? Melbourne United. They're playing the Melbourne United. And it's no offense to them. They're just not NBA competition. So it's tough to gauge your guys in competition with them. It's a glorified scrimmage at that point. But, I'm happy that at least we got the first half that we got. And now in the second half here, we get to evaluate a lot of the young guys. And it's going up against NBA competition of the 76ers, even though a lot of their guys are out. AB said lots of American sports are in Saudi Arabia these days. More than American sports, man. Saudi Arabia is throwing around a lot of money to get a lot of people to go over there. The giant comedy festival going on over there. They throw a lot of money at comedians. Hey, man, hey. I like being here. I'll say that. I like being here. Now, it is a lot of money. Now, I might sell out a little bit for the money. It depends, man. Depends. AB said, I don't like WrestleMania going overseas. I don't like WrestleMania going overseas to Saudi Arabia. Overseas to another, a European country, because the European crowds have shown to be, pretty fantastic. The European wrestling crowds have shown to be pretty fantastic. Some of the Mexican ones that they've done, crowds have shown to be pretty fantastic. Saudi Arabia ones, not so much. Not so much. Also, having to have the divas wear the women's wrestlers having to wear specific outfits because you're in Saudi Arabia, having to cover up as much as they do, come on. We don't got to do that. We don't got to do that. Mark said Abu Dhabi is our jersey sponsor. Is it really? That might just be for tonight. That might just be while we're here in Abu Dhabi that they're the sponsors on the jersey, right? Or is it Emirates? Right? No. You're right. Emirates might be the sponsor. I don't remember. Yeah, I think Emirates is the jersey sponsor. Yeah, hey man. They got a lot of money and they throwing it around. That's it. Do you have to pay taxes on that too? Taxes on what? on the like Saudi Arabia money that they're throwing at people. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Taylor knocks down his free throws and knocks the ball out of Kolek's hands, out of bounds. It's going to remain with the Knicks. Davey said, as an American, I just wouldn't feel safe over there. There's a lot of places I wouldn't feel safe overseas as an American. Kolek has it up top, swings through to his left, driving it down, leans in, creates some space, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Nice manipulation from Tyler Kolek there. Jockstrap, Mishat. What's up, Jock? You're back with the troll names yet again. Jabari Walker misses a three. McCullough with the rebound. Do you think the Knicks can keep within 10 games of the Orlando Steamroller? Brother, you've been saying this for like 3 years now, and it has yet to come to fruition. Now, maybe this year's your year. Orlando improved the roster, but we will see. Kennedy Chandler, left wing three, and he gets it to go down. 90 to 71. 74, excuse me. We just hit the three. 3:30 left to go. Jimbo Dean, he said EA sold $55 billion to him. Yep. EA. Getting into video games as well. Hey, man, they got a lot of money, and they're throwing it around. Judge that said Orlando gets hurt every year, started with Petty. Yeah, got a little bit of a curse to him. They do got a little bit of a curse to him. Hunter Salas throws the ball out of bounds. Good pressure from the Knicks, but just slipped out of his hands. Judge that said Orlando's curse. Penny and Shaq couldn't keep it. There's a lot of teams with histories like that. It's like, hey, man, if we didn't get hurt, we would have been right there. Injuries, unfortunately, play a large part in the history of the NBA. Porty with a nice no, that's Trey Jemison, excuse me. Trey Jemison with a nice bounce pass to Kolek, cut back door. He couldn't knock down the little baseline floater. So here comes Philadelphia, pushing it the other way. We're under 3 minutes to go. They get it over to Jabari Walker, hands it off to Kennedy Chandler. Chandler coming to his left. They switch it, cross-court pass. Barlow, right wing three, hasn't hit one all night, and it hasn't particularly looked good. Matt Ryan with a rebound and gets it out to McCullough. He's going to drive it down, kicks it out to Diawara. Up top to Kolek, catches, pump fakes, driving it down, back out, Diawara, the open three, line me up, Mo Diawara, can't get it to go. And then Trey Jemison fouls, Jabari Walker fighting for the rebound. Amy said, I feel safe watching the Knicks on Jeffy's channel. Subscribe and hit the likes, I appreciate you. AP, absolutely. It's a nice safe space. We're here, hanging out, talking sports, having a good time. 18-point lead for our Knicks here in the first preseason action of the season for any team. We're kicking off the preseason here in Saudi Arabia. Knicks versus 76ers. Jabari Walker knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. We've got 2:30 to go here in this fourth quarter, and then we're out of here. Just that said, it's crazy that we've seen the entire franchise of Orlando in our lifetimes almost as worse as being a Knicks fan. Yeah. McCullough down the lane, gets fouled by Hunter Salas. He's going to go to the foul line, 2 free throws. Went right into the chest of Hunter Salas. It was that Barlow, excuse me. Went right into the chest of Hunter Barlow. Dominic Barlow, excuse me. My goodness. Student said, Giannis's brother's rejoining the Bucks, baby. Yes, sir. Giannis said, listen, you traded Dame. Bring my damn brother back then. I need my guys. Student said RJ throwing shade on the Knicks. Yeah, I saw that. He said some weird things of like, it's nice to finally be on a team with no egos and something like that. And it's like, hey, man, just help your team win some basketball games first. You know what I mean? Like, we're over here fighting for championships, and you over there missing the play-in. Like, I know y'all had injuries last year, but like, come on, RJ. I'm a big fan, RJ, but like, come on, dog. Help your team make the play-in. You know, like you played a lot last year. I know Quickly was out. Barnes missed some time. And you traded for Ingram, all that. But like, help your team make the play-in. Like I'm just talking about the play-in. Make the 10 seed. You know, calm it down a little bit. Just that said, one thing I say is that those white ropes look comfortable to wear, even if they are women's clothing. Oh, the robes. You said, you know what, Chevy, we got courtside seats. I appreciate you. I really do. Just that's a challenge is in full effect this year too. Yeah, we're gonna sit here for 5 minutes to get a challenge correct, to get a call correct in preseason. In the fourth quarter of a game in which one team is leading the other by 16 points. Anything on Josh Hart? I don't think so. So they decided to keep it a foul. Who could have guessed it? Who could have guessed it? Maybe said RJ Barrett. Come on. He's been gone almost 3 years. Why criticize now? 2.5, almost 3 years. 2.5 years. But you're right. It's like, come on, RJ. Dude, like, help your team make the play in. Help your team make the play in. And then we can start talking about, the circumstances in which you had to play over here with alongside Randall and whatnot. So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. Help your team make the play in. And we can start talking. I like RJ. I'm rooting for RJ. I like Quick. I'm rooting for Quick. But like y'all got to do your thing over there. Y'all just can't go out there and score a bunch of points and be like, hey, we're having fun. It's like y'all are losing basketball games. Go win some games. Knicks hit some free throws. Kennedy Chandler has it up top. Kicks it out. Wild pass. This ball is moving around for Philly, but they are some wild passes. Jabari Walker driving it down, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line with 2 free throws. AP said, did Quinn Grimes end up staying in Philadelphia? Yes, he did, AP. I believe it was yesterday. He officially signed his qualifying offer, which is for, I believe, $7 million. And then he will be a unrestricted free agent next year. He apparently he wanted close to $30 million a year. And Philly was like, we can't do that. He said, well, that's what I'm worth. And they said, here's 20 to 25 in that range. He said, no, I'm worth at least 30. They said, we can't do that. He said, okay. He said, all right. And so what he has on the table, he was a restricted free agent. So what he has on the table is the qualifying offer, which means he can't be traded, I believe. He has a no trade clause as Koleg misses a floater. But McCullough, nice save, and shovel over to Jemison for a 2-hand slam. And so Quinn Grimes ends up signing his qualifying offer, which will make him an unrestricted free agent next year because he did not get the contract he wanted. He's going to bet on himself this year. That's at his playoff P even on the roster. He is on the roster. He is still on the roster. McCullough comes up with the steal. They're pushing it the other way. Bounce pass to, who is that? Is that Jemison? And is that Hook Porty or is that Diawara? That's Diawara. No, that's Jemison. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They call a blocking foul? Come on, ref. That's a charge. Barlow lowers the shoulder. Lowers the shoulder. Disgusting. Who's on the court here? Who was on the court? It's not important. They're subbing out now. I think Diawara was, and he's getting subbed out for Dottie. Dottie is going to come back in for the final minute of the game. Yeah, it was Jemison and Diawara. Diawara is going to come out now for Dottie. Hattie said a ref getting funny already. Surprise texture. What's up, Surprise? How can the players not slip on the court with all the oil money? They got really good grips on them shoes, brother. Surprise said, I think the Knicks season will be defined by Kolek only. Kolek may not even be on the team, my brother. Dadier tries to hand it off. No, they call an offensive foul on Dadier. Trying to just get the hand off to Matt Ryan. I think that was Salas. Hunter Salas doing a good job. Yeah, breaking it up. Getting in between the two offensive players, and they call the foul on Dadier. Just that's it. JB will be MVP this year? Not the first time I've heard that. Not the first time I've heard that. I've heard some people, like legitimate people, be like, hey, might be his year. Might be his type of year. Kolek doing a good job, knocking down a shot. 40 seconds to go. Susan said Yabu's going to be a beast. I'm a big fan of Yabu. Yak said Noel turned down 50 to 75 million. Oh, Noel turned down 50 to 75 million with Dallas and never came close to that money. Yeah. You are correct. I think the difference with that is that Nerlens Noel never had the kind of season that Quentin Grimes just had. Which is why he should have just took that money. But I think somebody's going to pay Quentin Grimes. He's too young. He's too talented. He fits a perfect role of being a 3-and-D guy. 99-82, final offensive play here for the 76ers. And they get a nice slip and layup there. Nice pass from Kennedy Chandler. Kolek's going to bring it down. He's going to get the ball taken from him. We're going to get a 3/4 court heave. Almost got it to go down, but that's not it. So our final score here tonight is 84 to 99. I did a terrible job of keeping up here in the fourth quarter, but that's, what happens when we get to a point where the game no longer matters. 84-99, Knicks with a 15-point victory here in Abu Dhabi in our preseason opener, y'all. Welcome back. Not much to analyze in the sense that it's a preseason game. We can talk about how nice Deuce McBride looked. Right? I think it's really nice that Deuce McBride looked really solid. Dancing and prancing was Deuce McBride. Right? Look at him get loose with it. Keep it in the left hand. All the way to the basket. Scoop layup. Look at him. Dance. Crossover. Between the legs. Coming to the basket. Lefty layup. It's nice. It's a great play. That's a great play. Right? That's probably the highlight of the game. And no update on Josh Hart, which makes me think that he's fine. Shout out my man, Knicks Nation. Going live right here. Shout out my guy. But overall, I mean, just a nice outing is how I would describe it. A nice outing. Nice outing overall. I mean, Bridges, Towns, Robinson, Brunson all played majority of that first half, and then we didn't see him in the second half, which is fine. Yak said Mitch starved the game. Absolutely. 16 big old rebounds in that first half that he played. In 18 minutes, he grabbed 16 rebounds. I mean, he's just a beast. He was fantastic. I liked what I saw from Bridges with the constant movement. Sire Love, what's up, Sire? Happy to see you. I thought Mikal Bridges' movement was nice. 10 points, a rebound, 2 steals. That was nice to see from him being active with his hands. We had no Anunoby. Towns, Brunson, we know what to expect from them. There's not really anything to analyze here in preseason. They didn't really step out of themselves too much to go get baskets for themselves. And then off the bench, Yabusele didn't show much. 4 boards and assists in his first preseason action. Diawara grabbed 3 rebounds. Not much else. Landry Shamet played 17 minutes. McBride played 21. Clarkson with 15. Brogdon played 12. Wasn't too impressed with what we saw from Brogdon tonight. But again, first preseason action. Not going to overrate anything. Right? We're going to wait until we get a collection of data, and then we can go from there. Then we can go from there. So not much to really look at with preseason. That's kind of the nature of preseason. We're just here, shaking off the rust, working in a new offense, working in some new players. But I'm happy to be back, happy to get back to some basketball. As the preseason goes on, we're going to continue to watch other teams as well, but the Knicks always come first. We're always going to do Knicks games. We don't miss any game. Don't miss any game. And you can't miss a game this year. You can't. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all can't miss any games this year. This is the championship run, right? This is the kind of thing you tell your kids about. This is the kind of thing you brag to your friends about. I watched every single second of the Knicks championship season because this year's the year. We're going all the way, y'all. We're going all the way. Yeah, I said, could you give me Kolek's numbers? Tyler Kolek today, 11 minutes, 3 for 7 from the floor. Didn't knock down a 3. 6 points, a rebound, 6 points, an assist, and a steal for Tyler Kolek today. 6 points, 1 assist, 1 steal for Tyler Kolek. Solid in his 11 minutes. Solid, 3 for 7. He got his shots up, got into the paint, manipulated his way in there. He was 0 for 2 from three-point range, which means he was 3 for 5 inside the arc, which is nice. Nice. Slim Slam, are we in the building? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here. And I'm happy to be back. And we're going to try and do as many games as we can this year outside of the Knicks. We're doing every single Knicks game, of course. That's never in doubt. But we're going to try and do as many other games as we can. There's a great basketball season incoming. Denver got better. OKC is going to be better. The young guys are getting better. Houston got better, added Kevin Durant. Orlando got better. Detroit's going to be better. Atlanta's going to be better. I mean, the season's going to be great. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Boston's down, Indiana's out that year. Like, I don't know. When that happens, it gives an opportunity for other teams to step up, and I think a lot of people are going to be surprised with how good Detroit is going to be this year. I think they've really figured it out. They're going to get Ivy back. Yak said Kolek hit a 3. I think they listed it as a long 2, Yak, if you think he did hit a 3. Because in the final box score, and they're usually not wrong, unless they marked it wrong, but final box score says he was 0 for 2 from three-point range and 3 for 7 from the floor. Tyler Kolek, 3 for 7, 0 for 2. Is what ESPN says. I don't remember him hitting a 3, but then again, I wasn't paying too close attention there in that fourth quarter. Yak said, next game is at 11. Absolutely. The next game is 11 a.m. on Saturday. Saturday, 11 a.m. Rough start time. But it is what it is, right? What are you going to do? We're out there in Abu Dhabi. But then we get 5 days off. Knicks have a weird preseason schedule, so because they were one of the teams selected to go fly overseas and play that way, they play on Saturday at 11 a.m., but then they have 5 days off, and they don't play again until next Thursday, right? So a week from now will be the third preseason game in Minnesota, and then they get a couple more days off, 4 days off, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days off, and they play Monday, but we start to get to regular start time, 7:30. All three of those games will be at home at Madison Square Garden, so at least we get to stay home after we come back from Abu Dhabi, and then we're off and running. October 23rd is the first game. 22nd. October 22nd, first regular season game. Big statement game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the 2 cream of the crop in the Eastern Conference, at least projected to be that way. It's going to be fun. Avi said there's always that surprise team. It might be Atlanta. I know a lot of people are high on Atlanta. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the only person seeing it, but they added Kristaps Porzingis, and he looked good during FIBA play this summer. They added Porzingis. They finally got rid of Capella. Jalen Johnson's going to come back healthy. Dyson Daniels is going to be a year better. Trae Young's insulated by far more defenders. They added Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Atlanta's really good, guys. Zachary Rizachet, the number 1 pick from last year's draft, is back and is going to be a lot better. Like they're going to be damn good, Atlanta. I predict they're going to be one of the top 3 seeds in the Eastern Conference. They're going to be that good, unless they start missing some. Or guys start going out with injuries and they start missing some players, they're going to be that good. They're going to be really good. I'm really high in Atlanta. With that being said, though, not much to really go over. I'm just happy to be back. Happy to see you guys back, and here we are. Number 1 today is Susan. Susan killed it today. Number 1 in the chat leaderboards was Susan. 1,200 points. Second was Stream Ellens, but Stream Ellens doesn't count. Slim Slammer was third. Yak was fourth. Mark was fifth. W game up, y'all. W game up. But Knicks versus Cleveland is opening day, October 22nd. Our next game is on Saturday, 11 a.m. against Philadelphia 76ers again. But we get Knicks basketball. We're back, baby. We're back. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. And until next time, I'll see you. And I will now redirect you to your favorite post-game show, whoever that may be. Go ahead, hit them up. Let them know that you were out here watching it with the Sheffy crew. Fun afternoon. We got the rest of the day ahead of us. Weird start time on a random Thursday. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Bye. That didn't work. That didn't work because my thing's not set up yet. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. I didn't, you know what? It's fine because I didn't say this either. Remember, brush your teeth, take a shower before bed, and stay hydrated. And I'm out. Bye.